Yay! This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday? Try DraftKings same-game parlays. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, total threes made, total rebounds, and more. And right now, all customers can place a same-game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if one leg doesn't hit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code BET150. Bet $5 on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's code BET150. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. 21 and over. Arizona only. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details.
Nobody protects you from mayhem in Phoenix like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Okay, ladies, we all know one of the greatest feelings in the world when you get together with a friend and she says,
"Girl, those pants look amazing on you."
But even though I'm happy dancing inside, I just play it cool and say, thanks, they're Skechers Go Walk Wear pants. And why do I always get compliments on these casual, athletic, stretchy pants? Because whether I'm hanging with friends or working out, nothing beats the fit, comfort, and versatility of Skechers Go Walk Wear. They're made with comfortable GoFlex fabric that has compression and hold, including a double compression waistband. What's that mean? It gives me curves in all the right places and minimizes the spots where I want a little help. And the versatility is incredible. Go Walk Wear pants have 4 pockets, 2 back and 2 side. Plus, they're machine washable and come in extended sizes, so everyone can look great in these pants. Easy care, easy wear, and made to fit every body. That's the Skechers Go Walk Wear line of pants. Find yours at Skechers.com, a Skechers store, and find retailers everywhere.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. What you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with 0 down and no payments for 12 months. Call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix, 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM. Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Friday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rhodes in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. Broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale, and Ralph from Harmon Solar could not be with us today because he's at the homeless show. That's right. It's the Homeless Expo.
The homeless show?
That's right. It's the Homeless Expo. They've got seminars on.
No,
best
Jeffrey, Jeffrey, no.
What?
No, it's the home show.
That makes a lot more.
Show.
That makes a lot more sense than what he said.
The
I thought
show.
it actually was maybe you sound a little mean. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's not the homeless show. It's a home show.
Yeah, all right. Well, in that case, that because I don't see what homeless people are going to do with the
right. And there you go. That's clue 1, pal. That's clue 1, my friend.
Well, maybe you could have a solar panel that also creates shade and powers your phone.
Somehow folds up and it gets into your bike rack or bag of things. Mm-hmm. I could see that.
If we're nothing here, we're innovators. But no, that makes a lot more sense than what I thought he said. Anyways, he'll be with us next week. Big George says, hello, gentlemen. Happy Friday. Suns game. Suns in 3. It feels like they've been playing so well that they would be able to do that. Look, we have a new texter right off the gate. A new texter here on the text line. That's right.
Kidding. All right.
1974 says, hello, I'm a new texter, but I'm a veteran listener. Okay, so when you
Wow.
say you're a veteran listener, you mean you've been listening for years and you've suffered the PTSD of that, or you're a veteran and thank you for your service kind of veteran who happens to listen. So he says, I would like to be called Sensei Juan.
Sensei Juan.
That's actually a really awesome. In fact, you need a gong for that. You know, the
Sensei Juan.
Yes, I will use the karate and I will whip your buttocks. Bow to your sensei. Feel the breeze through your hair. It's like kick you in the face like this. Yes. Your ass will be thankful to be kicked by the likes of Sensei Juan.
Yeah. I need to come up with a sound for Sensei Juan.
Well, at first thing I thought was the gong, you know, everybody bows. Or I don't know. What would you think?
Yeah, maybe the gong. I'll have to do some research over the weekend. I caught a little short here. We're on the air.
The gong followed by like no car horn. Just put the two together.
Gong,
I don't know.
Followed by the hat dance.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Sensei Juan? I think that's an amazing texter nickname, and it's good to have you with us. So you never did answer the question. Veteran as in thank you for your service, or veteran as in you put up with this crap for this long and now you're finally texting. 888-368-1580. So listen, everybody needs to know something important. Everybody needs to know this. Sunday is Mother's Day. And if you haven't done nothing, you heathen, I hope you're ready to do something and to take care of your mom. Randy has a pass.
My mom's dead.
Exactly. So the rest of us, if we do have living moms, or there are moms in your life, like the mother of your children, that sort of thing, unless she's a horrible wildebeest, then you get a pass there. So just don't forget, it's Mother's Day. Give props to the mom. You know what I'm saying? Give props to the mom.
So Jeffco, what are you doing for your mother? Oh, you talked about this a little bit, right?
Well, we sent her a little gag gift earlier in the week. Today she got something. I'm not going to say on air because I can't remember which part she got yet. And then there's something else that's coming too. So
it's like the gift that keeps on giving then, Jeffco.
No, it stops after this. We will be done. Okay, now Sensei Juan says two things. I make good tacos. I'm a veteran listener, but I am enlisted in the Air Force and I'm shipping off to boot camp in June.
Wow. You going to San Antonio?
I teach the karate. And now I will teach the ass whoopings in the sky. As the Air Force. Sensei Juan. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I mean, it's not done yet. Still a work in progress.
No. I think it has to be quicker than that. Kind of like you scream an eagle gets the screeching eagle.
Well, I mean that was an epiphany for me.
This one needs to be bong. I mean,
Sensei just has the horn,
Yeah. Sensei Juan.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the gong followed by the? Do you like that idea? You're leaving in June, so why do we give a crap? Why would you go this long and not text, and now you're leaving us, or are you coming back? What is the story with you, Sensei Juan? I say to this person I've never talked to before. Now I feel like I have a right to know. What the hell's going on? Are you coming back? Are you in the reserves? Are you going to be in the Air Force? Are you going to Germany? The hell is going on with you, Sensei Juan?
We need to know more details, Sensei Juan.
We just met you, but now I feel like I'm losing. You know what I'm saying? I can't take this sort of drama, Sensei Juan. I can't take it.
I think it's understandable.
Although it is the Air Force, and they're pretty
easy now,
pretty lax.
Easy.
I'm just saying he could probably still listen to the show on his phone.
The Sarge is overseas, Middle East. He might be listening right now.
I'm just saying you could probably listen to the app while you're in basic training. I don't think that they're gonna.
I don't think so.
I don't think they're gonna give him a hard time.
Maybe.
He says, I just mustered up the strength to texting power. That's right. Okay, so he's finally there. How long have you been listening, Sensei Juan? He says, you'll never lose me. I'll always be in your hearts.
Wow.
Jazz. When you look to the sky and you see the aeroplanes flying amongst the clouds, you will think of Sensei Juan.
Yes, we
Kicking the
will.
asses in the sky. All right, Sensei Juan. Well, we're looking forward to learning more about you as we go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Mother's Day now. What are you doing for your mom there, Keon? Do you got something going on? You taking care of your mom?
Yeah. Gonna send her a card and send her a card. She's gonna get the card.
Good thinking.
And then I'm gonna call her, wish her happy Mother's Day, and also my grandmothers, both of them.
You
Well, wait, they're
You-
not
you
your
didn't-
moms. They're her moms. You don't have to give them nothing.
I don't have to give them anything, but I do have to call.
No, you
you
don't.
didn't,
They're not your mom.
I understand that, but that's
Rules of
just-
engagement are, in fact, that they don't deserve nothing. They are not your mom. She calls them. You call her. This whole leapfrog thing, where you've now being expected to say Happy Mother's Day to people who aren't your mother. I feel like you're being mistreated.
I've been expected to do it my whole life, and if I stop now, I will be in trouble.
Have you
And also, my grandma, especially my mom's mom, makes this delicious jam that she sends me every year. If I don't call her, I'm not getting any
You don't
jam.
get the
And that's
jam.
just
No, that's
that cannot
See,
happen.
that's the problem there. I don't mean to make this about me, but both my grandparents are dead. My first mother-in-law, she's dead.
Yeah.
And my mom, she's dead. Fortunately, Kim's mom still alive. We'll see her on Sunday. And fortunately, I have somebody I can celebrate along with Miss Kim on Mother's Day.
Yeah, my wife's mom is visiting with us right now, and she's a very lovely lady, and she's very, very sweet and nice. I need a translator, but oftentimes we try to have conversations without a translator.
Perhaps Sensei Juan could help you.
I end up speaking louder and acting things out because I just still don't know enough Spanish to pull it off. But and then of course my mom is in another state and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, Keon, I get it. If it's about the jam, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, under the Geneva Convention of Mother's Day, I think somebody's abusing their power in your family.
Kind of. If I might ask, what kind of jam is it?
Oh, it's guava.
What the hell's a guava?
I don't. It's like
I thought you put that on chips.
Yeah, it's a guavamole.
Guava?
No, that's
Yeah,
guacamole. No, that's the avocado. No, she makes guava's like I can't even describe the fruit. It's a Caribbean. It's a Caribbean fruit.
Oh,
but it's very
Avocado?
tasty. And the jam that she makes from it, it's very sweet. And you make a peanut butter and guava jam sandwich.
What?
Oh my god! Oh my
Wow.
god! It's so good. It's so good.
I've been known to put down my PBJs every once in a while.
love the PBJs, but I don't know if
Yeah.
that's going to be PBG because I've not had guava.
It does start with a G, right? Guava.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming, yeah, because he said good. So
Guava. Guava.
Well, you never know. I mean,
I
we
know,
run
just-
across stuff all the
Yeah.
time, Jeff.
No, I get it, and especially with all these Spanish words and the rules. The rules are always weird. It's like a whole nother language, Randy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you
right.
gotta-
Her mom was laughing at me because I wasn't rolling my R's once. I can't
Roll
remember
your
what
R's.
it was. Arroyo. Arroyo. And so now I can do it. But if we were sitting there at the table, I'd just taken a bite of like some toast and I was like,
I mean, it is absolutely beautiful going to a Mexican restaurant in Texas and just watching the people behind the register laugh at Texans try and order food
I'd
because
like to have me a tostita and maybe some frijoles, and you can give me just a little bit of that. Is that sour cream, sir? Yeah, I know.
that's exactly what that sounds like. It is exactly what that sounds like. It's hilarious.
So Sensei Juan says it's a small green fruit grown mainly in the tropics with a pinkish flesh.
Yeah.
I like a pinkish
Sensei
flesh.
Juan
Oh my
checking
God.
in. Small fruit, pinkish
Jeez.
flesh.
We are all
I mean-
connoisseurs of the pinkish flesh. Say what you will. It is not guacamole. He says, I prefer the sound effects you already have. No offense, Jeffrey. So what? Just every time Sensei Juan comes on, we play this music a little bit? Is that what you're saying? And I'll read the Sensei Juan's text like this every time.
I think you should do that, Jeff Cole.
but you'll never lose me. I will always be in your hearts. See, and we will enjoy together the small green fruit grown mainly in the tropics. Is God the pinkish flesh? You know it does. And he just responded to what I said. He says, Jays. Thunder Snow says, I had guava jelly in Hawaii and it was delicious.
No
Boogie
kidding.
says, all the women in my life that are important to me, a mom, and a mom, get a call, at least a text on Mother's Day.
I'm sorry. Did we ask Boogie?
Yeah,
Did we
no,
ask him?
we never asked him.
I mean, I love Boogie. I stand by him. But
Sure.
did we ask him for
We didn't
what he was
ask him.
doing?
Pretty sure we didn't ask him. I mean, we asked Keon and we
I mean,
asked,
yeah.
I asked you.
Yeah.
Nobody asked Boogie.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Big Sankey says, sorry to hear that, Randy. I'm in the same boat with my mom being passed. She's not dead. They just like to throw her around.
Oh no.
No, okay. I just tagged that last part on. Big Sankey did not say
Oh no.
I couldn't. Sorry, Stanky. I couldn't help myself.
Oh boy.
Mars Bar says, Feliz Dias de las Madres. Jays. Happy Mother's Day.
You don't get the other one. That's for the
Only
sensei.
for Sensei Juan.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mars Bar says, happy faded Fridays, fellas. I'll take an 805, pleasing. No Raiders. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas and I guess all the dads that played mom too. And, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Thunder Snow says, I thought Boogie was banned. Did we ban
No,
Boogie?
I don't think he's banned. No.
Well, I think he came up in the docket to talk about it, but we never quite got there, and he tried to appeal, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
Don't remind us. Maybe lay low for a minute. Let's see. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, I've tried this one once. I told my kids I'm not going to give mom for something for Mother's Day because she's not my mom. I did that one time. And as Bob Schwartzky says, yeah, that did not go over very well. Okay, well, it just depends. Like my wife is not my mom, but if her kids and the kids want to try to do something, I'll help them out with it. And of course, we do something for the moms and stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying. Individual results may vary.
So what you're saying is you may or may not be here on Monday. Is that what you're saying?
Or maybe with a limp. Sensei Juan says.
Sensei. Hang on, wait, let me get over there. Go.
Jefe. As a Mexican, your accent is both hilarious and partially accurate. I appreciate the partially. Big George says, shouldn't Sensei Wong? No, it's Juan. Juan. I never said Wong.
Big George. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Although he was saying shouldn't have that like an Asian sounding music. Well, Sensei and Juan, I thought we'd mix two things together.
Well, that's what the gong would be for.
Well, here's the thing. Are you a literal Sensei, Juan? Because I feel weird calling you Sensei if you have not really, deserved the title.
Though Sensei just means teacher. So, I mean, if he teaches anything, he is technically a Sensei.
Yeah.
I don't have a gong, but I do have this.
That's not even close. That's just so far from that. Right. Although, who am I to say he can't be called Sensei Juan? Because a lot of people have a lot of silly, texture nicknames.
Oh, wait, I found something. Here we go.
That's it. So you hit that and then play the music. Let's try. So Sensei Juan says,
wait. Hang on. You go on to something else. I have to set this up here.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so don't forget that it's Mother's Day. Take care of your mamas. You know your mama better than anybody. Just don't leave them hanging. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave them hanging. Show them you love them. That's all. I'm not going to tell you what they want or what they don't want or what research says, because all that stuff is boo-boo. You know what I mean? It's all boo-boo. You know your mom. Take care of your mom. Make your mom happy. I don't need to tell you how to do that. You know how to do that. And flowers, always a good idea. Always a good idea. And so, by the way, here are some deals for Mother's Day. Now, this is only if your mom likes it. Okay. Not if you like it, but if your mom likes it.
Mhm.
Let's say Wiener Schnitzel has a deal where moms eat free. So you can take her over there and get a nice chili dog meal if that's what she likes. Not
Hey,
if it's
hang
what
on,
you like.
hang on. It's a Friday show, and you're talking about moms and Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, you should have
I'm
the
just going to
chili
leave
dog
it
meal.
there. I'm going to let you just think about that for a second because the
Listen,
fourth dimension.
Mr.
is
Oedipus,
about
you do what you
that.
want with this.
Okay,
I'm seeing a
fine.
nice chili dog
All right.
meal with a
All right.
dog, a fry, and a soda.
Hey, listen, I'm all for that, but I'm just telling you the fourth dimension is alive and active. It's a Friday. I'm just trying to throw it out. I got your back.
It's a little weird giving your mom a wiener. It's probably not the. You can't. If she likes the schnitzel, get her the damn schnitzel. Hey, and then there's let's see, where else is there? Yeah, that's it. That's all I could find. Everything else on this list is somewhere else. So I think we have like a wiener schnitzel somewhere nearby. Sorry, I got nothing for you. But just take care of your mama. Atlanta Russ says, I got my mom a penguin.
Nice.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Jake the Snake says, Sensei Juan, what a name. Go Suns. I want this game so bad tonight. Step on their necks. Well, I don't think you need to step on their neck.
Metaphorically.
Just saying. And Sensei Juan says, well, I mean, I do teach music. And Randy, no. And now he says, yes, Randy, thank you. Gong music. I think that's what he's saying. Yes.
Did that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rye Guy says, Jesus Christ, how long did that woman that was on before the blender talk about women's basketball? All I heard for days was wah, 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 wah. And she's listening because, who isn't? Hear this. Know your audience. Doesn't matter who you're a fan of. What matters is 95% of your audience turned you off because nobody gives a bleep about the WNBA. God damn it. I'm never going to get that 20 minutes back in my life. Okay. Listen, Brittany Griner's still in Russia because nobody cares about the WNBA.
Jeez.
I think that's a little bit more complicated than that, but
I feel like Rye Guy got triggered.
Yeah. Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
And it took him 20 more minutes to type that. Rye Guy.
He typed it out and he was just fuming, figuring out whether or not he should hit send for 20 minutes.
Listen, Brittany Griner, that is a serious issue, and it does transcend basketball and how anybody feels about the WNBA. The good news is I think they're getting closer to springing her out of there because now the State Department's like, okay, no, we've determined she's not supposed to be held there. This is no longer just a legal issue. This is a country versus country issue. So now they'll put more pressure on the Ruskies to give her up.
It's taken them since February to figure out this is not.
Well, when have you known governments to move fast? Just.
I'm sorry.
Listen, when the head guy has to have everything explained to him on a daily basis, what he's doing and why he's even there and what house he's in and what.
And sometimes between naps.
Yeah. These things will slow down. Okay.
Wow.
It does happen.
It just hit me funny. I'm sorry.
Boogie says, what happened to my screaming goat requests for my texts?
No. No, Boogie, we're angry at you because you just threw yourself in the middle of a conversation nobody asked you to be in.
He's that guy.
No.
Yeah. We got to take a break. We're running late. When we come back, let's talk about some other things that are happening other than Sensei Juan, Mother's Day, and, well, basically Boogie and his putrid text. The shakeup that just happened ahead of UFC 274. We'll tell you about it when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now, you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
Arizona Diamondbacks baseball, they are in action this evening as they match up against the Colorado Rockies. The pitching matchup, Merrill Kelly pitches for the D-backs, 2-1, 1.27 ERA. Chad Kuhl will go for the Rockies. He's 3-0 with a 1.90 ERA. The Diamondbacks are favored in this game tonight, paying out at -142 on the money line. The Rockies with a win would pay out at +120. The over-under has been set at 8.5 runs. The Phoenix Suns tonight matching up against the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas. They lead the series at 2-0. Tonight's game considered a pick'em. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic.
Come join the fun as Kasai Japanese Steakhouse presents its first annual Fire and Fairways charity golf tournament, Monday morning, June 6th at Silverado Golf Club in Scottsdale. Proceeds go to support Arizonans for Children, helping foster kids since 2002. Entry is just $150, includes contests, prizes, raffles, plus a fabulous lunch and drink celebration at Kasai Japanese Steakhouse in Scottsdale. You can help. They need sponsors, golfers, and prize donations. And you can win a 2-year car lease from Coulter Cadillac. Go to fireandfairways.com. That's fireandfairways.com today.
The playoffs are into the second round, and you can make every game feel like Game 7 on FanDuel Sportsbook, an official partner of the NBA. Throughout the playoffs, all customers can place a no-sweat, same-game parlay each week. You'll get up to $20 in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel has so many ways to play, and best of all, when you do win, you'll get paid faster than a fast break. If you're new to FanDuel, just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code DALE1580 to get your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. Once again, that's promo code DALE1580. If you already have an account, you're all set to bet. No sweat. FanDuel Sportsbook, an official partner of the NBA. You must be 21 or older and present in Arizona. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet, $20 per week. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
There's a time to be fearful and a time to be calm. A time to be aggressive and a time to be conservative, especially when it comes to investing. You've heard the phrase, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose.
Hello, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. At Compact, we strive to provide you with the tools and experience it takes to be in the right place at the right time to grow and protect your hard-earned money. Call pound 250 on the cell phone and say, talk to Mo, and let's check your goals together. You'll get a free portfolio review and risk analysis, and we'll focus on your investment strategies. Call pound 250 on your cell phone and say, talk to Mo, or visit us online at compact.com. That's COMPAK.com.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Arizona Rattlers football.
Exclusively on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
And at 1580thefanatic.com.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Tune in to hear every home game live.
Let's go, boys!
Don't miss a second of all the high-paced action as the Rattlers chase another world championship.
Hey, we're going to win. It's going to be on us.
Rattlers football on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Or streaming live at 1580thefanatic.com.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So there's a race on Sunday.
Yeah.
NSC at Darlington. And Randy, tell us all about that race.
Well, it's the throwback race. Everybody is really starting to look forward to this race every year. The teams get involved, and they have special paint schemes, which we all know they're not painting the cars anymore. It's a vinyl wrap, but they have these throwback themes to back in the day. One year, Ryan Blaney took it almost like Halloween. He grew his hair out. He grew a big old Fu Manchu mustache for the driver he was portraying back in the day, and had the car wrapped up, and he wore a big straw cowboy hat. I mean, it was a lot of fun, but a lot of people look forward to this, and it's at Darlington, one of the most storied tracks on the circuit. So how can you go wrong? It's going to be a fun day, especially if mom's a NASCAR fan. Turn on the race and enjoy, grill up some brats and burgers, and enjoy the day, everybody.
There you go. And you can hear it here on the Radio Station, 11:30 a.m. Here on 1580 The Fanatic on Sunday. 888-368-1580. So Atlanta Russ earlier says that he got his mom a penguin. And we're like, huh? Mm-hmm. Like an actual penguin? How do those taste? And I just have so many questions. And it turns out,
I don't think it's taste.
No, that's a disappointment for me as well. But I guess they put a GPS in some Argentinian penguins. Ooh. aren't those the Nazi ones? And that way you can adopt them, and then you get to track them online. You can watch where, it's like somebody put an Apple, stalker pad thing on one of the penguins, and you get to see where they're going, which I think it's amazing, because here's what happens. If the penguin's just kind of hanging out, moving around here and there, no problem. Okay, you're like, oh, the penguin. And you can zoom in and say, oh, that's the little ice patch where that penguin is, right? If all of a sudden the penguin starts moving really fast, that penguin's been eaten by a killer whale. And then the minute the thing stops, that penguin has been pooped out by a killer whale.
Yeah.
And so if it doesn't move for an awfully long time somewhere in the middle of the ocean, you're going to have to go get another penguin. So that's how that works.
Yeah. Either a one of those killer whales or great whites.
I always just see killer whales eating the penguins on the Discovery Channel. Yeah.
Shamu is not as gentle as you thought. Shamu's a killer.
You put me in SeaWorld. Let's do tricks. I'm gonna eat me some damn penguins. I had enough of your crap.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen some of the stories that come out of SeaWorld where Shamu decides, you know what, I've had enough of being your little entertainment. What if I just bite the trainer? Now I'm
dead. And you know what? That's fair. Everybody was all upset about, oh my God, you put the name right in front of the killer whale.
Yeah. And they're smart too. They're not dumb.
It's like what Chris Rock said when Siegfried and Roy, they're like, the tiger went crazy. He's like, no, the tiger went tiger. That's what tigers do.
Yeah.
They're wild animals.
Tigers do that.
Like the tiger going crazy is listening to your ass. That's the crazy thing.
That's the wrong kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. 888-368-1580. Just the tip says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Government moves fast when you owe money, though, don't they? Otherwise, not so fast.
Well, the IRS is its own.
Every
other part.
What's funny is, as I made jokes about Trump for so long, everybody's like, Jeffrey O'Brien, he's a liberal, he's a Democratic commie. And now I'm making jokes about old sleepy Biden, and everybody's like, Jeffrey's a right-wing neocon. Oh, my panties are in a bunch. I can't win either way, so I don't even try. So I'm gonna make fun of who I want to make fun of. You guys can just connect the dots if you want.
I just feel like, regardless of your political persuasions, we had two presidents back to back that everybody can make fun of, and I just don't know how that's not noticeable.
America. Why can't we get better people?
The two most incompetent presidents of all time, just back to back, just in a row. Well, maybe not all
two.
But we got
Boy, there's a debate for another show. It ain't this one. 888-368-1580. Blissful Hayes says, speaking of NASCAR, I wish Mr. and Mrs. Stinky Bush well on their birth of their child. Who are you talking about?
Well, Kyle and Samantha Bush are welcoming their second child. I don't know how to do this delicately, so I'll just say it like it is. They can't have a baby on their own, so they do
outsourced
it clinically,
right?
Mm-hmm. And so now Brexton Bush, their son, now has a sibling.
Okay, I don't know why.
Have one soon.
Why did we need to know that they had to outsource the birth of the baby?
And why are we calling them Mr. and Mrs. Stinky Bush?
Stinky.
I know Kyle Bush is kind of a turd, but
Blissful Hayes is just trying to be funny.
What does his wife ever do to anybody?
Oh no, listen, Keon, Mr. and Mrs. When you put the Mr. and Mrs., then all the Stinky Bush part is on him, not her. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Randy White.
Well.
Technically, Blissful Hayes did not say mean things about the lady.
Okay, it just feels like she winds up being rolled up into this somehow. And
Mr. and Mrs. So it's all. Trust me,
I don't want to say anything negative, but yeah,
she a wildebeest or something?
Oh no, she's a very beautiful woman, but they medically they just can't seem to.
Why do we know this?
Well,
is Kyle or Devin or which Bush
I don't know the details. I don't know if it's him or her.
All I know what's his first name? This guy's name, because there's brothers. So Kyle
Bush, the younger brother of Kurt
so
Bush.
What you're telling me is Kyle Bush can't get it up, and so then they had to bring another man into the bedroom, and he had to take care of that manly duty to get babies for.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all, Jeffrey. No.
Well, then I don't understand what's happening here.
No.
I don't know why this is even part of the conversation, to be honest, but I know now less than when we started.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it delicately. Samantha didn't carry, and they're going to have a new baby.
So they rented a womb.
I don't know. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know, Jeffco. You asked too many damn questions.
This is like the worst congratulations on your baby segment we've ever done.
Well,
this is not my segment,
Keon,
and I didn't
I want you to clip the segment, and I need you to email it over to Stinky Bush. Okay, take care of that for us. Thanks.
You know what? I feel like that's
Keon won't do that.
The only email I'll ever have sent to Kyle Busch is that. I don't think that's think that's going to work out.
Moist One says, "Stop beating around the bush, Randy." Mr. Pringle says, "Do you think Kyle and Samantha Bush will name the newborn son Harry?"
No.
King Kitten says, "I did my taxes electronically, got my refunds from both state and Fed this year in 1 week." Wow,
good for you.
That's kind of amazing, actually. Last Optimist says, "Love my equal opportunity comedy right here." That's right. I make fun of everybody equally. It just sometimes people get precious about it, and I get labeled. Justice Hip says, "Darlington is my favorite track. As a 10-year-old, I couldn't believe there's a thing called the Darlington Stripe." Then Chris Economic went into Pit Road and showed me what the stripe was. These drivers in the 60s and 70s had some gigantic onions. Well, I said it right. That's what he saw. It's what
it sounds like. Either a tribal name from Alaska or perhaps Hawaii.
I thought he was Inuit. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, Economaki. Rest his soul.
He didn't. I don't think you're right about that. Let's see. Moist One. Thank you. Sensei Juan says.
Wait. Sensei Juan says.
I put my phone down. Now I hear Hefe talking about bushes and the womb winting. The hell did I miss? You can't.
It wasn't very long, but you missed a lot.
Yeah, you can't put the phone down. That's a rookie mistake right there.
Not on this show.
And if you miss stuff, you can always listen to the podcast later. Chief Skull says, "Randy, I'll help you. It's a test tube baby. Okay, that's what they use. A test tube baby."
Mm-hmm. That's like sounds like a Foreigner song. Test tube baby. See what I mean?
Apples says, "What's up, Blender Nation?" Many things. I really don't. I don't even know right now. All right, so let's talk about something that did happen today. Now, Keon gave me bad information earlier. So Keon tells me before the show. Yeah, he gave me bad. He says, that Charles Oliveira. What's that? How do you say his name? Oliveira, the UFC fighter. He didn't make weight. And they stripped him of his lightweight belt because he didn't make weight. And I said, Keon, well, how much was he over? And Keon says 10 pounds. I'm like, oh my God. Well, then he knew going in there, he was going to be overweight. And then I went over and I looked at the story. It says half a pound. He was only half a pound over, Keon. Okay. That's like a bag of chips.
All right. Look, I was
you just made up the number because you didn't know.
I did not.
Pounds.
No, I didn't make up
the
number.
That's a baby and then some, man.
Look, man, I was multitasking when I read the story initially, and I was just coming off of some work when I called you. So
where does it say 10? The number 10 isn't even in the story.
I didn't have a story. I just saw something on the Twitters. I was trying to get the thing going. All right.
It's like,
so I was just wrong.
I'm like 10 pounds. Oh my God. This guy came in and Elvised it, man.
I read the tweet wrong.
So now, did they determine though that will they fight? Is there going to be a fight?
They will fight. The statement from the UFC is basically that he will be stripped of the title. And if he were to win the fight, he would be the number one contender to fight to get the title back. But if you were to lose the fight, the other guy gets the title.
That doesn't seem right. That part, none of this seems right. It's half a pound. It's 8 ounces. They gave him an hour to go and spit into a cup and try to use the bathroom.
And just sweat and try to,
maybe get some Chipotle,
which is even more brutal. Meanwhile, the guy he's fighting, Justin Gaethje, was, and I think this is probably where I read the 10 pounds. He actually was gaining weight in that process and so once he made his weight, he started eating again and drinking water again and gained a bunch of weight back.
just
so it's going to be a very unfair fight just from a weight perspective on this.
So Gaethje Gucci is looking to be the winner. And I got an echo coming back because I think we lost Randy. Yeah, we lost Randy. There we go. So Gucci is you're expecting him to win. Well, I'll tell you what, the rest of the world seemed to be expecting Olivier to win because he is showing up at minus 165. Justin Gaethje is plus 145.
I wonder if the line's going to move some today.
I bet it has since I printed this piece of paper.
Right. I'll go ahead and see if I can pull that up for you.
Okay. So when Keon comes back, he's going to let us know that Gaethje is probably favored by 10 pounds. 888-368-1580.
Well, no, I think Gaethje gained back like 10 pounds.
He's going to be plus 1,455. That'll be the odds. Mr. Pringle says Keon with Brian Williams level reporting over there. You don't want Keon weighing an ounce when you're purchasing a smoke, though. I'll tell you that.
Listen,
okay, Pringle, easy there.
I misread something because I was working while I was working. Leave me alone.
Senior Wake and Bake, he says, hey, Jeffrey, not looking for any theme music, but I wouldn't mind some Hall of Fame status, Yeah, you're dropping Berg. You give me his if he has a line. I'm not dropping Berg. What are you talking about? We're teasing Boogie. We're hazing Boogie right now, Senior Wake and Bake. And I don't know. I don't know if you're ready for Hall of Fame status. I mean, like 1 out of every 20 texts you send are actually intelligible. The rest are total stoner dude just sending weird stuff in. And we appreciates it. Trust me, we appreciates it. But I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll consider it, but I don't. It's been a while since we've done a Hall of Fame class for the texting community. Rye Guy says, sorry about the rant earlier. I'm an O'Connor, so it's not my fault. Big George says, wow. That was an epic rant by Rye Guy. What he needs to know is the 2 p.m. hour has always been a dead spot for the Fanatic. Well, George, we used to be on there, This show used to be on during that time. Just thanks. Jake the Snake says, look forward to this show every day on my way to work. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. Rye Guy says, if those commies had Wayne Gretzky in their custody, he'd have been home by St. Patrick's Day. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like we've let Griner down. I do think that we've let Brittany Griner down. But it's a very sensitive situation where if the United States were to have pushed too much, it could have had the opposite effect and been negative for her. A lot of people were worried, like, well, if we make a big deal out of this here, the Russians will see that she's a bargaining chip and that will actually go against her favor. So this diplomacy stuff is really, really hard. All right, we got to take a break. Maybe we can try to work on getting Randy back, and we will talk. Arizona State University got a new quarterback. Talk about when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. And join me 1 to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. A full weekend of sports. We'll recap the Suns and Mavericks series after game 3 and 4. D-backs have Rockies in town for the weekend. Are the D-backs able to get above 500? NHL playoffs continue. I'll get you updated and a left turn and look back at Darlington race and NASCAR. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. on 1580, 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
Market Wrap listeners, join Mo Ansari on Tuesday, May 24th in Scottsdale for his free Lunch and Learn seminar. He'll discuss the war in Ukraine, rising interest rates, inflation, and how it's impacting the markets. He'll also share his outlook for the global equity markets and answer your financial questions. That's Tuesday, May 24th in Scottsdale for the free Lunch and Learn seminar. You can also make an appointment to meet with him on Wednesday, May 25th. Register now at compact.com. That's COMPAK.com. Or dial pound 250 on your cell phone and say, talk to Mo.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services member, FINRA, SIPC.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Are you seeing what is going on in the home buying market right now? Unbelievable. Not enough inventory, and there is a ton of demand. Some of these homes are getting 30, 40, 50 offers on them. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to differentiate yourself from the other buyers who are in line? I have a way. Use the Lund Mortgage Team. Lund Mortgage Team is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience right here in the Valley. They have a great reputation, and it is a trustworthy pre-approval. And on top of that, they are quick. That's one of the things. You got to come equipped and be ready to buy. So what you need to do is make that first phone call to 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. Get that pre-approval going, and then get yourself ready to go buy that home of your dreams. Go online, lundmortgageteam.com, or call 623-875-9940.
Business people like it straight and to the point. So here it is. Bruce Jacobs here to tell you take control of your utility expenses by calling Harmon Solar right now. They can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Level your energy costs, protect yourself from inflation. How's that for straight and to the point? Here's more. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
This is Brad Musburger. Don't miss Betting Across America, Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
Stanley Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Oh boy, we got a lot of stuff happening this weekend. So much stuff happening this weekend. You got UFC 274, you got the Kentucky Derby, and of course, NBA playoff action, and it is nonstop at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Listen up, kids. This week, new customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Here's what you got to do. You got to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Do that right now. Use promo code BET1580. 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 I'm just going to let me keep doing that until somebody punches me. So here's what you do. Yeah, you download it, use promo code BET1580, and there's all sorts of ways to win the way I just told you. And also, if you're an existing customer, create your own parlay by combining multiple bets, like which team will win, total threes made, total rebounds, stuff like that, and you have a shot at an even bigger payout. Right now, all customers can place the same game parlay with 3 or more legs and get a free bet back up to $25 if that leg don't hit. So again, DraftKings Sportsbook, promo code BET1580, only at DraftKings. 21 years or older, Arizona resident only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. So a lot of people may have already put their bets down on this UFC fight, Keon. When I first printed this up, it had Olivier there at minus 165 and Gaethje was a plus 145. How has the line changed since the old guy there didn't make his weight?
Still looking for it.
You're still looking for it.
I am still looking for it. I usually get that pretty easy on the CBS Sports, and I haven't been able to
use your DraftKings Sports app to find that. It'll be right there. I'm sure it's changed there. Anyway, so we're going to find this out here in a moment, but yeah, that is interesting. Now, I don't know how much the line will move, but before that, I was kind of eyeballing underdog Tony Ferguson against Michael Chandler. He's at plus 320 right now. And it might be an interesting way to see if a dollar goes bye-bye or, you make a little something. 888-368-1580. And let's see, Random Texter says, Jeffrey, have you been following that story where the prison guard helped that prisoner escape? No, I did not. And he said, and I'm not reading any more of this because you're just saying stupid crap. Nice try. The Jet says, happy Friday, brothers. Birthday tomorrow. Can I get a couple of beers to start the weekend? All right, Keon, hit this guy up. He needs a couple of beers. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Jet. By the way, Randy, his internet failed again. He had been working on it pretty hard, and suddenly, miraculously, overnight, it started working again. And so now he's fighting with it in the other room. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. Randy's chuckle says, old Jammy Bottoms needs to be punished for his false lying information. Time for angry Keon, to do some traffic. Okay, wait, who's old Jammy Bottoms?
I don't know.
Are you old Jammy Bottoms? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Rye Guy says, nope, sorry, Jeffrey. It's because nobody cares about professional women's basketball. Maybe they'll give us one of their hockey players. Fair trade, right? Why are you so anti-women's basketball? You just don't watch it. I don't know why you got to be angry about it, Rye Guy.
It's one thing to not care. If you say you don't care, then telling me that you don't care is a form of caring. I just don't watch it.
Yeah, I mean, where did the women's basketball hurt you, Rye Guy? Chief Skull says, I want to put it out there right now. This is very important. Everybody, stop what you're doing and listen to Chief Skull. Red Sox sucks. Yankees suck. Cubs suck. Dodgers suck. And any team that tries to buy a World Series sucks. I don't even know what to make of that.
I don't know what to make of that either. That's what the sport is. If you are allowed to buy one and you try to buy one, how does that make you suck?
If you don't, you end up with the Diamondbacks. Maybe they'll win, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be good, maybe they'll be horrible. It's a crapshoot. Now there have been teams that didn't buy a World Series who've gone on one, but it's few and far between. You do have to pay money. You get what you pay for in baseball, Chief Skull. And some organizations will try to gobble up and monopolize everything. But some teams will just try to find good players and pay them right. But yeah, it's a very simplistic view of how to win a championship in baseball. But you're right about one thing. Yankees do suck. 888-368-1580. Boogie says, didn't you say you would do a Hall of Fame induction in our next remote about 2 years ago and none of us thought it would take this long? Yeah, I did. And boy, there's so many people on the text line now. That's going to be a hard one. It is going to be a hard one. Big George says, I thought you guys were 12 to 2 back then. There must have been a time where this show was at 2 p.m. as well. Everything blurs together. I mean, if you want to improve the 2 o'clock hour, just start the Daily Blender an hour early and go from 2 to 6 p.m. No. I'll go from 2 to 5. I'm not doing any more time. Brinks truck, my house, then we'll talk. Just a tip says people complain about the WNBA are the same people who complain about too many college bowl games. You don't have to watch, but for the people partaking in it, it means a lot. I'm going to say there's too many bowl games because there's not that many college teams that are any damn good. And it just seems silly. But if you want to have 60 bowl games, okay, that's as far as I'm going to go in the argument about it. I'm not going to sit here and get angry. Rye Guy probably should not have any more booze. A, he's already proven that he's Irish like me, and B, he's very angry today. Big George says, hey, Chief Skull, Twins suck, Vikings suck, your Timber Pups suck. Those are facts. Last Optimist says, when is the next remote? Need to figure out if I can get to it. Still working on it. I think restrictions have been cleared, so I will let you know as soon as we know. Connecticut Texture says, you can't take it with you. Spend that money. Randy's chuckle says, Diamondbacks did buy their championship. We paid Randy Johnson for a decade after he left the team. I don't know if that was really a buying a championship kind of team back then, Randy's chuckle.
I don't know either. Because I think if you get a guy, is that buying a team? When we talk about buying a championship, especially
Yankee style, is very different.
Yeah, it's like the Yankees will go, okay, who's the best shortstop available? Let's go get that guy. Who's the best first baseman available? Let's go get that guy. Getting yourself, a good team, and then going, okay, we need an arm to push us over the top, or we need, a big hitter to push us over the top, is a little bit different than buying a team.
Joe the Show says, Jeffrey, how can you mention a jam-packed sports weekend and not show love to the Canelo versus Bivol fight? I'll be honest, when I first saw that, I thought it was cannolis. I thought it was some sort of a cooking show. Sorry. You're right. I probably should mention those things. Connecticut Texter says, weren't we going to go to a Diamondbacks games with signs or something? Yeah, we're going to figure that out. Chief Skull says, Raven Kid was requesting on Twitter last night that you do a UFC style free-for-all 4th hour. No. Sensei Juan is upset that you don't have the backup for his theme song. Well, we just figured out what it was, Sensei, so you're going to have to wait. The Jet says, since you don't work on my birthday, can I get a no, you can't. You can have another beer. Give Jet another beer. Just be happy I don't pour it on your head. Random Texter says, I thought Keon was the third person in that studio, not Adam Schefter.
Because I was inaccurate.
Earlier. Oh, I see. He was Adam Schefter. See,
I confused the guy who gained weight with the weight over the.
You have an Adam Schefter level of competency. That's actually, you could take that as a compliment. I guess.
I mean, I guess I could
make a lot of money and not be accurate. Yeah.
I don't make a lot of money. It was an honest mistake, man.
Moist One says, going to use promo code BET1580 and throw some money on one of my favorite Blagoy Ivanov. Let me see here. Is he on my list? Here he is. So you're going to go with the guy who's favored to win over Marcos Rodrigo de Lima. Okay. Go for it. Let us know how it goes. Why not? Let's see. Rye Guy says, I don't watch the WNBA, just like everybody else. I'm just having a crack at it, guys. On a different note, hard to believe the last time the Yankees won a World Series was the last time they were in the World Series, back in 2009. Haven't they won one since then? They haven't?
No.
Oh,
I don't believe they've been since then.
That's a lot of money out the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like finding
spend in New York.
Like you've been paying this water bill for like 10 years and you realize that you've got a leak and it's been just going off into like the neighbor's yard or something for 10 years and you've been paying all that money and you got absolutely nothing back for it, except for with hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. It's like that. Watermelon says, Keon, you're on the computer there. What was the Diamondbacks salary when they won the World Series versus New York's current salary? Well, then you got to adjust for inflation though, Watermelon. That's
I could try and do it during the break.
I guarantee you that the Diamondbacks 2001 not equal to New York's current salary, even if you add inflation. I would almost guarantee that. Sensei Juan says, Sensei cannot wait. Sensei must have theme music or else he die. Don't be so damn dramatic, Sensei.
Randy's got all the buttons. We got some stuff here on the computer that needs to get sorted out a little bit. So we're working.
No Harry Carey on this show. Okay. Joe the Show enjoyed it. I think that's what all those emojis mean. I don't know. I don't do emojis, Joe. I don't do them. Boogie says the Diamondbacks mortgaged a decade to spend money and put that team together in 2001. I want to compare what the Yankees spent that year versus what the Diamondbacks spent that year, and then compare what they spent that year to what they spent this year. And not the Diamondbacks. We know they didn't spend anything this year. You got the owner sitting there with an S&H green stamps booklet saying, I got a couple pages here. Will this work? You take an IOU? Okay. Randy's Chuckle says Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling's salary was more than that year than the entire A's organization. Oh, don't bring those sorry bastards into this, Randy Chuckle. Come on. Anyways, is there anything we wanted to talk about with the UFC 274? Is there?
Yeah, I don't know how much the line has moved because I didn't know exactly what it was before. But Oliveira is at -145 right now, and Gaethje is at +120.
All right, so it has moved more in favor of Gaethje, but not much. So I guess what they're thinking is Oliveira is going to be fighting angry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and maybe just still the more technically sound fighter, even if he's not going to weigh as much.
Well, what a shame over 8 ounces.
Yeah.
To lose your title before you even fight over 8 ounces. Had he not made the fight or canceled the fight, he would still have the title. How do you like that?
Yeah.
That seems silly to me.
It does seem a little bit silly, but they're serious about the weigh-ins. They're very serious.
All right, we have to take a break. Oh, by the way, Connecticut Texter says Diamondbacks had the 8th highest salary in 2001. The Yankees, number 1. So suck on that, Yankee fans. We'll be back. Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Okay, ladies, we all know one of the greatest feelings in the world when you get together with a friend and she says,
Girl, those pants look amazing on you.
but even though I'm happy dancing inside, I just play it cool and say, thanks, they're Skechers Go Walk Wear pants. And why do I always get compliments on these casual, athletic, stretchy pants? Because whether I'm hanging with friends or working out, nothing beats the fit, comfort, and versatility of Skechers Go Walk Wear. They're made with comfortable GoFlex fabric that has compression and hold, including a double compression waistband. What's that mean? It gives me curves in all the right places and minimizes the spots where I want a little help. And the versatility is incredible. Go Walk Wear pants have 4 pockets, 2 back and 2 side. Plus, they're machine washable and come in extended sizes, so everyone can look great in these pants. Easy care, easy wear, and made to fit every body. That's the Skechers Go Walk Wear line of pants. Find yours at Skechers.com, a Skechers store, and find retailers everywhere.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
NASCAR Championship weekend is back at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers will put it all on the line to claim NASCAR greatness. The Truck Series Championship kicked things off Friday night under the lights. We're going to tear it up tonight. Followed by an action-packed Saturday, where fans will witness an ARCA and Xfinity Series Championship doubleheader. Don't miss out on the action November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now for NASCAR Championship weekend at PhoenixRaceway.com or call 866-408-RACE.
Distracted driving is dangerous, Arizona. When you pick up your phone to send a text message, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to take a call, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to check an email, you're putting lives at risk. And now, when you pick up your phone while driving, it's also against the law in Arizona. Don't get a ticket. Don't pick up your phone. Sponsored by Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM. All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, not alongside Randy White because thanks, Cox Communications and your amazing internet. I got Keon Rose, though. He's in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studio in Scottsdale. And it's definitely a Friday show. I'll tell you that. It is a Friday show. The Sensei Juan, he was kidding about the fact he has to have music or else. He says, no,
I got to go to a military ceremony. So good night, everybody. Is that your swearing in thing, dude? That's kind of amazing. And of course, Randy with the internet issues. Hopefully, those will be resolved this weekend. Long story, not going to bore you with it, but that sucks. Mr. Pringle says, "Did Randy just go full on Ben Simmons?" No, what his internet did. His internet got quite depressed. Moist One says Olivia Herrera is definitely putting on weight right now, and it'll probably be bigger than Gaethje by fight time. Yeah, but how much is that going to help or hurt? You've had the weigh in, and there's still going to be a fight. The other guy's putting on his weight. It's like sitting there eating a bunch of protein doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be active, helpful weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's not going to be active, helpful weight, but it is going to get you closer to your natural weight, because a lot of these weigh-ins, you're far below your walking around weight, your water weight that you carry. We're just talking about, hey, you get to drink water at a normal rate. You get to drink a normal amount of water. There's no way that doesn't help you feel better.
Sure. Okay.
and all that.
Yeah, that's a good point. You just need to get to bring yourself to a normal state. Okay. Pro Dog says Cinco de Mayo Irish pub night was a success. The Irish Wolfhound and surprise, excellent. The wife had a burger and an apple durantini. I went for a Guinness and a shepherd's pie. The only downfall is that it's a Green Bay Packers bar. Yeah, well, you're out of season, so I guess you still have to see the other team's flags, but still, it sounds like you nailed it, Pro Dog. You nailed it. I told my wife about that idea, and she loved it. In fact, I'm serious about doing some remotes that way in the years to come. Boogie says the Diamondbacks had a somewhat low payroll in 2001 because they chose to pay a heavy deferred salary to several players. In 2009, they still owed $58 million in deferred salary to players who were on that 2001 team.
Well, that's how you do it if you don't have the money to put it up front. That's
called reverse layaway.
It does have like a similar concept to that, but there's nothing wrong with that or nefarious about that. It's different when you're the Dodgers and you can just push the cash right now.
It'd be nice if we could go a little reverse layaway now rather than trading away any player who starts to look promising.
That you would prefer that, yeah. So we'll see if they're going to change their ways. They did pay Marte all that money this offseason, though he's not healthy that often. So we'll hopefully he stays healthy, and this is the way we do things moving forward. You hope.
Blissful Hayes says, does a swearing in ceremony involve a lot of profanity?
I mean, it would be more fun that way.
Mine will. Someday mine will. Kiss the Cook wants you to know it's no pants day. Wee! Walking around sans pants in my gray and black boxer briefs. Nothing like a little freedom. I can send pics. No thanks.
No, we're good.
Nope. Don't need to see that. And, no pants day doesn't mean you shouldn't wear shorts or something. Doesn't mean you should be walking around in your skivvies. Okay. And there's no such thing as no pants day at work. I just want you to know that. I mean, right now I'm wearing shorts. Are you wearing shorts or pants, Keelan?
I'm wearing pants.
Yeah, you're damn right you are, because that's the rule. If I were there, I'd be wearing pants. Have you ever seen me wearing shorts?
No.
Exactly.
I think it was like one of the first or second days I was here. You were like, you should wear pants. And I was like, okay, that seems like that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I wear pants here.
I just, listen, we have fun, but there's a financial news station across the hall there. And people, captains of industry, governors, mayors, congressmen, senators. Luis Gonzalez and Kurt Warner have all spent some time over on Money Radio, and they don't come in their shorts. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I just want to make sure we're all sort of on the same page, at least a minimum level of casual attire. I'm going to say pants. I am not saying you got to wear pleated anything. I'm just saying, pants. You can wear your jeans and a t-shirt, but at least there's pants. I don't want to see somebody's hairy legs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And I've been doing a little bit more Money Radio kind of stuff,
right
too.
And
so it helps.
I did need to clarify with Keon. I don't want to see your shaved legs either. So neither. I don't want to see skin below, this part of you.
All right. Well, you never will.
So, hey, we got to be happy. I think at least we got somebody. So let me explain something. Arizona State University got into some trouble with the NCAA for recruiting violations, and people got fired. People ran off. People, left the building. Herm Edwards is still there, and then 14 key scholarship players said, "Where's the portal? Is that over by the MU, or is that by where do you go for that?" You're like, "Hey, dip bleep, it's not an actual thing. It's just whatever." So now 14 key scholarship players go bye-bye, including the quarterback. Jaden Daniels left the program for LSU and whatever. And it looks bleak for ASU. And then of course, Arizona down the freeway there, they're getting all these 4-star recruits, stuff like that. So this is just a really dark time for ASU football. But now a shimmering light is shining because Emory Jones has transferred to Arizona State University, used to be Florida's starting quarterback, and now he's ASU's probably only quarterback. So now I'm hoping, is this a shimmering light, or is this just like a he had nowhere else to go kind of thing?
No, it's a shimmering light. Emory Jones is a legitimately dangerous athlete. He's fast. He's got a strong arm. He can really throw it. I think he lost his starting job at Florida just because of some of the decision making. I think that he's got a little bit of that gunslinger mentality. So sometimes he just throws the ball out there, and you're like, Emory, why? But in terms of the physical tools, if you can coach it, if you can make the offense simple for him, I mean, which I don't see why they can't do that here. Emory Jones is very talented, and I think that he has the ability to come in right away and help ASU kind of keep things rolling. He had options. He did have options, and I think a lot of schools would have liked to have had an Emory Jones.
All right, well, that's promising. That is promising. Now we have a quarterback.
It's a start.
I just say I don't care what happens. I just want to beat U of A.
And that's going to be tough because the quarterback coming in, Emory Jones, if he works out, you've got a really good chance. But the problem, of course, is, as you've mentioned, the other 14 people in the transfer portal. You're going to have to find replacements for those people, if for no other reason than depth. But it goes beyond depth because, you've got starting athletes that are leaving. You've got tackles. You've got offensive linemen. You've got defensive linemen who have all put their names in the transfer portal. This all hurts you.
Well, I didn't know this. I guess Alabama's old quarterback, Paul Tyson, also came to ASU during the spring practice. So we got 2 quarterbacks. All right. Which one's better, Paul Tyson or Emory Jones? I'm thinking Jones, right?
Jones has the higher upside. I think Paul Tyson would be probably ready to go right away. I'm still questionable about the decision-making of Emory Jones because they gave him a ton of chances to start at Florida, and it was 75% to 80% of a good game, and then just one interception that you cannot wrap your mind around why on earth he would throw that.
All right, well, at least somebody's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least somebody's coming in and not going out.
And it's a quarterback, which helps. It's the guy that's going to have the ball in his hands the most is coming in, and he's a high-level athlete and somebody that you can polish into potentially helping your program.
Blissful Hayes says Emory makes bad decisions at quarterback. Well, then he's qualified to be the Indianapolis Colts next quarterback. Oh, shut up, Blissful Hayes. Mr. Pink Eye says, Dale wears shorts because they don't make pants his size. He gets a waiver.
Dale's enormous.
Yeah. Big George says, Jeffrey, you treat your office like a 1920s industrial baron. You don't need to see any ankles in the office, huh? Pants and dresses must be down to the shoes, huh? If Keon wants to wear a dress, I'm not going to tell him how high it has to go up the knee. That's none of my business. That seems it's his body, his choice. I'm not going to tell him what to do. No, but in 1920, I'm saying wear a pair of jeans. You can wear your still same silly T-shirt or polo shirt or whatever. I'm not telling you got to get all gussied up here.
One studio over, we have business people in here frequently. That's all.
Just pants. If they see Dale lumbering through the office and he looks like an athlete and there's a sports station nearby, he gets it. But when he sees everybody else, dumpy radio people with unathletic bodies and hairy, pale legs coming out underneath these shorts that we would wear. No, it's not a good look. It's not really a professional look. Okay, keep it up, and I'll make everybody wear business attire. How you like that?
I mean, I wouldn't like that, and I was okay. I'm okay with wearing pants. I've been wearing pants the entire time I've worked here.
You know, back in the old, if you look at the pictures, they were wearing a shirt and a tie to work every day back in the 40s and 50s and stuff like that. You know, seriously, they'd get dressed up to be on the radio, which I can't believe it took them this long to figure out how stupid
that they just didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Mr. Pringle says, okay, just pants or Speedos, right, Jeffrey? Pants. Pringle, you know better than that. Moist One says, I feel bad for Dyson. Unfortunately, sharing a name with a vacuum company really makes for easy jokes when things don't go well. You are correct, sir. Yeah, but it's Tyson, Paul Tyson, not Dyson. Chief Skull says, so do Zubaz count as pants? What the hell's a Zubaz?
I don't know. I'm going to.
Well, don't Google it. Don't Google it. That could be something filthy. Let me Google it. Oh, dear God. Joey Buttafuoco pants. Okay, that's what those are. Those are those striped sort of, I don't even know how to explain those. Z-U-B-A-Z. Yeah, I actually had a pair of those back in 1992, 93, and went out and did a flag football competition for grown-ups, and I also competed in the NFL's fastest man competition. And when I got there, I immediately scored the highest time. And then a bunch of other guys looked over and they were like, and so they were just like, no, we can't let this white kid have the highest score. And everybody got back in line and beat me. I'm like, that's fine. But yeah, the Zubaz pants I was wearing, somebody came over and grabbed my flag, but they also grabbed a handful of that fabric and ripped them all the way down off the side of my leg. Luckily, I had shorts on underneath because I plan ahead. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Ahead. We lost. Anyway, Rye Guy says, woo, wear short shorts. You wear short shorts. That too. I haven't worn nut huggers since 1980 something. You know, there was a period of time where that was remember Wham? You know, they had the Wham shorts.
The Wham shorts. Yeah.
And then we immediately figured out this is a mistake and stopped wearing those. Blissful A says, will the listeners have a strict dress code at the next Blender party? Just be wearing enough clothing that we don't have to call the police. You know, wear enough that we don't end up thrown out of an establishment. That's all I'm asking. So Hefty Lefty says, you know, back in the 20s, they were wearing 3-piece suits just to play golf. I always wondered, is that just for because they knew there'd be a camera there, you know, that newfangled technology, somebody with a camera, or did they really? Did people really show up to the radio station in full dress attire? Did people really go golfing in that much clothing? Or was it because there was a camera? I always wondered that. Do not know, because that was a long time ago. And I generally have more things to worry about, and I forget that I wanted to know. Big George says, I personally think everyone should wear a suit to the office. So that's what I got to do. Yeah, you're a lawyer, Big George. That's you.
I feel like we shouldn't have to explain this to you.
Yeah, and just because you have to wear a suit doesn't mean the rest. You know what I think we should all have to do? I'll be honest with you. Every profession, every office, every occupation, scrubs. They look so damn comfortable.
They do look comfortable.
And they can breathe, you can move around, and it's, you know, if you're a fat guy, you don't notice it as much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would love for us to all wear just scrubs to the work, you know?
Yeah. No, both my parents were nurses and they always looked like they were comfortable. So I don't know.
See, no matter what, even if they weren't comfortable, they looked comfortable. Just the Tip says, I love hayseed F-ups getting a thrill out of the Yankees losing all their money in payroll. Can't remember the last year that owning the Yankees lost money overall. Yankees don't suck for lack of cash. They suck for lack of baseball knowledge. Hard to tell where he's coming from on that one, isn't it? He's all over the road there a little bit.
But yeah, I agree with the last part.
Who's a hayseed F-up?
I don't know.
If somebody wants to call me a hayseed, that would be awesome. That'd be the first time. Joe the Show says, all I know is when you put a Mexican boxer and a Russian boxer in the ring, it's going to be hard hitting and slow rolling. Ribs and orbitals will be broken.
Are we talking about the Canelo fight again?
Canelo Bivol.
Look, I'm excited about it. You know,
Mr. Pringle says, Jeffrey, you better enforce that dress code strictly with old King Keon there. After all, his favorite football team are the Commandos. Well, that's a good point. You can't go commando. You can't go commando.
How could you tell?
I don't want to know. I'm not looking.
I'm not saying I've done it. I'm just saying, how would anybody know? You wear pants still.
Well, we had a gym teacher who would wear sweats, and Watermelon says they used to use 9 yards of fabric to make one suit. Back in the day, that's where the term the whole 9 yards came from. That's why sometimes when you see shorter guys in old pictures, looks like their suits are way too big. It was prestigious to have a suit like that, the whole 9 yards. That is actually pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, thanks for that. Chief Skull says scrubs are too itchy if you get the wrong material. Well, then don't get the wrong material. Listen, you try things on. You don't just go blind, Chief Skull. Blissful Hay says the Blender should have a son's party for the Fourth Dimension in a bar during one of the playoff games. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to mobilize one here, but I bet next year we will. Last Optimist says wear a button-up shirt every day. Can't wear a tie, though. It'd clash with the Hawaiian print. Good for you. Boogie says Team Commando. Don't really want to know if you're wearing underwear or not.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
My business.
You don't have to announce it. If you want to do it, but just keep that to yourself, right? Also, by the way, 76ers and Heat just got underway. No one scored yet, but Joel Embiid is out there looking like Bane. He's wearing the mask.
Oh, I got to see this. So he's
more like Batman. He's got it's the black mask that he's got on.
Yeah, I gotta bring that up and check that out. All right, so I'm not comfortable with Joel Embiid being back in.
Oh, me neither. That is his eye socket's broken. It's broken. So yeah, that's scary. The whole prospect of that is scary, but he's out there.
You have very little chance of beating the Heat. And now you're putting your brain and your face and your eyeball on the line for a team that I don't see it.
They're down 0-2 though, in a series, and this is their first game at home. If you can get a win, then I don't think the series is over. And Joel Embiid is the best player, not just on this team, but arguably in the entire league. So you got to give him that opportunity to go out there and see if he can help his team actually get a W.
If I cared about him, I might not let him. And that's the thing that is concerning. As you know, Doc Rivers cares about Doc Rivers and his legacy. And this proves it because he's allowed Embiid to go out there in this sort of danger. And you can only hope that the Miami Heat are conscious of that and careful with that to try to beat the man, but not hurt the man. I mean, man card accreditation for sure.
Also,
Embiid
sprained thumb, Joel Embiid. He's still got that going on.
We talked about that needing surgery. So
yeah, so he's Joel Embiid wants to win a championship more than anything, and he was under the impression when they made the move for James Harden, this was going to be their best chance. So he's going to play.
Damn it, Blissful Hayes. Joel Embiid wearing this mask has nothing to do with Dr. Fauci. Come on, man.
Why would you make it about that? It's to protect the eye socket that is broken in his face.
Well, maybe he has COVID in the face.
Well, then that's a different kind of situation. A mask is not going to get you back on the floor there, unfortunately. You're just not going to play. So,
well, Blissful Hayes just brought the show to a sudden halt.
Just a grinding halt. So thanks for that.
Thanks a lot, Blissful Hayes.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We come back. We will talk about the Phoenix Suns tonight. Seeing if we can keep it going, sweep these Mavericks. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Okay, ladies, we all know one of the greatest feelings in the world when you get together with a friend and she says,
Girl, those pants look amazing on you.
But even though I'm happy dancing inside, I just play it cool and say, thanks, they're Skechers Go Walk Wear pants. And why do I always get compliments on these casual, athletic, stretchy pants? Because whether I'm hanging with friends or working out, nothing beats the fit, comfort, and versatility of Skechers Go Walk Wear. They're made with comfortable GoFlex fabric that has compression and hold, including a double compression waistband. What's that mean? It gives me curves in all the right places and minimizes the spots where I want a little help. And the versatility is incredible. Go Walk Wear pants have 4 pockets, 2 back and 2 side. Plus, they're machine washable and come in extended sizes, so everyone can look great in these pants. Easy care, easy wear, and made to fit every body. That's the Skechers Go Walk Wear line of pants. Find yours at Skechers.com, a Skechers store, and find retailers everywhere.
There's no doubt that Harman Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. Bruce Jacobs here. But did you know it's possible to get solar for $0 down and no payments for 12 months? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harman Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
ADOT presents Terrifying Jobs.
Bull Rider, take 2.
Today we're talking with Clifford Maxwell, a rodeo bullfighter. His job? Distract raging bulls from going after thrown riders.
Cliff, this seems like a really terrifying job. Why do you do it?
I love protecting the bull riders when they get bucked out.
How big are these bulls?
12 to 2,200 pounds of pure muscle.
You're not cowed by any of this, obviously. Is there anything that scares you?
Yeah. Distracted drivers terrify me.
This message is brought to you by ADOT, the ABA, and this station.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic is your exclusive home for the 6-time world champion Indoor Football League's Arizona Rattlers.
All right, listen up.
Tune in to The Fanatic for all the fast-paced, hard-hitting action. Listen as the Rattlers work toward the playoffs and their 7th world championship in team history.
Let's keep it going.
Arizona Rattlers football, exclusively on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Randy's internet still no bueno, but we got him on the phone at least with us here as Cox Communications tries to figure things out or maybe stop ruining his life. You there, Randy?
I'm here. I'm here, Jeffco. I'm here.
So
I bailed out. I've come out of the bomb shelter, and I'm doing well. I don't know what happened. Everything just went crazy.
All right, so you're dead in the water with internet until further notice, but you can hang out with us a little bit here and there on the phone, right?
I can. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. Caller, are you there?
Well, no, you're the caller. We're here, so it's actually the other way around.
Oh,
so I
don't have any questions.
Well, you don't have to have questions. It's the same thing as if you were on the show with us on a regular connection. Just now you're just over there on the phone.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm ready.
All right. So anyway, there was some concern about Joel Embiid. He is on the floor playing with the 76ers against the Heat there in Philadelphia. And I've yet to find I guess I got to bring it up on a live feed or something, but I've yet to see what that mask looks like. And we're just kind of concerned that maybe he's pushing himself too soon to come back from that injury. And, it's sort of a mixed bag. It's like, yes, man card accreditation. You like a guy to be tough. He wants to get out there. He wants to be with his team. He wants to win. But you're down 2 games to a team that is going to beat you, whether you're there or not. You want to risk your brain, your eyeball, your face, and possible death to try to just in a futile effort. And even then, even if it's not a futile effort, I feel like there are some grown-ups over there that should maybe be telling them, whoa, let's wait a minute.
Well, I mean, Joel Embiid is a young man, and he doesn't think about the long-term implications of his actions. Joel Embiid wants to win a championship, and that's why he's there in Philadelphia. I mean, he's said as much in his press conferences. He wants to win a championship. He's not there, wasting time and doing his thing. He wants to win a championship, and so he's going to throw caution to the wind and go out on the floor and play, even though he probably shouldn't be, Jeffrey. So I'm as concerned for him as you are.
I now have seen a picture of what the mask looks like, and it's odder than I even had imagined.
No.
That's a strange looking mask. I'll tell you what, it looks like it's perfect, though. It looks like it's perfectly formed for his face, and makes you wonder if maybe every NBA player should have their face molded for a mask in case it happens to them.
They usually do that for anyone that has that happen to them, because I know it happened to Kobe. It's happened to Kyrie, and they've all worn similar masks. Rip Hamilton, it happened to him once, and he never took the damn thing off. So
right,
it happens, and then guys get that cast, and then they get the mask formed to their face.
For as long as
I don't think they need to do the see-through, the acrylic. It'd be cool if he would just get the white mask, kind of like the Phantom of the Opera, or like that scary character. Michael, right, from all the horror pictures. Oh my God! Yeah,
well, I think the idea is that you can breathe through this mask, and you're not getting like your eyeballs fogged up with this mask. This is just a protective covering. So I think we should call him Zorro. Kind of has a little bit of a Zorro-esque thing to it, but whatever this is, it don't look cheap, and hopefully it'll be enough to protect him from any kind of injury. But basketball is a contact sport, so
and he's a center. He's a big. You can't avoid it at all. So
it makes him taller than other people. I don't know if that helps.
It does, but you're going up against another athletic center in Bam Adebayo, who's going to be right up there with you.
Joe, the show says, as the sports radio leaders of the free world, it's absolutely your responsibility to tell people to watch this epic boxing fight. As a matter of fact, demand it of the people. Can you dig it? Dude,
boxing fight. Are you talking about? You're talking about this weekend?
Canelo versus Bivol is what he's saying.
Dimitri Bivol. Look, it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Calm down, Joe. Calm down. He says Joel has a clear mask on. Man card approved right there. It's not necessarily clear. It's kind of it's black and a bit translucent. It's not. I wouldn't call it a clear mask. Let's see.
Jeffrey, that's what I'm talking about. You and I would go out there with a clear mask, but when the light hits it, a certain way, there would be like a different face on the mask, and we would freak people out with it. Oh my God, he's got a different face on. How did he get 4 eyes?
I'd have holograms, LEDs. I would have blinkers. I'd have like police lights blinking from it. Like, so then maybe if I'm running down the lane, they'd be, oh geez, they get out of the way. Yeah, there's also if I had a mask that, oh my God, it would be wired up for everything.
Absolutely.
I don't know if the league would allow you to do that, because I remember one time when
you know what, that's too bad. I'll do it anyway.
Stupid league.
I talked to Adam Silver about it.
Yeah, I would want to have like I want to flash my brights, but I want them to be like aircraft landing light brights.
Yep.
Somebody's coming up. And I don't even have to put my hand up the block. I just turn those lights on and like,
that's it.
It's called good defense is what that's called.
That's called innovation is what that's called.
President Wallet says, remember the good old days when radio shows were done from the studio and didn't have these kind of dumb problems? Shut up, President Wallet. You mind your own damn business. Gas prices are ridiculously high. Just a Tip says Jeremy Roenick played with some serious facial damage in a sport much rougher than basketball. He could have done life-altering damage if he got hit too. Yeah,
he did. He did do life-altering damage.
Yeah, just saying. Just Boogie says Joel Embiid is acting like a hockey player. So yeah, respect there. Yes, absolutely respect. But
you know what, Boogie? It's time for you to back off the damn text line. Right there. Keep throwing yourself in the situation. Am I wrong here, Jeffco?
You're out of your depth, Boogie. You're out of your depth.
Throwing his stuff in here. Nobody's asking him to do anything.
God. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that Boogie had to ruin the entire show for all of you. There will be refunds at the door. Kiss the Cook says, first Blender fourth dimension meeting. I'm making petite fours. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's got those Chuck Norris action shorts, those cutoffs from the 70s or 80s. Yeah. We're going to have to.
You can't like this.
Yeah, I feel like we should have like by invite only remotes.
Yeah.
Mr. Pink Eye says skinny jeans plus commando tee. Blissful Hayes says, how can you not trust Doc Rivers? You know, he's a doctor. Okay. He knows what's right for Joel Embiid. I don't think he's that kind of doctor.
I think that's a nickname.
Chief Skull says Joel Embiid is the man, gutting it out, knowing he's got to play for them to win. Let's see. Yeah, you gotta be right. You gotta be right on that, Chief Skull. I give him all the man card accreditation, but sometimes people need other people to hold them back from hurting themselves. But hey, listen, whatever. He got cleared on the concussion. He's got the mask, so all right.
And you got to see him. The team doctors are saying, hey, the mask actually will keep you safe here and reduce any chance of additional harm.
Remember Booker when he got his broken nose and he looked like a dock worker, and he came back out and they went at his nose. I have to wonder if they're going to go at Embiid's eye.
Oh, sure they are. Absolutely.
Chief Skull says, weird listening to Randy on the phone as if he's being interviewed. What happens if he has to run to the bathroom like the other day? Will we hear the echo or will the phone just hit the floor?
Just hang up.
Well, hang on just a second. Let me because I have to go to the bathroom right now.
Whoa. If he doesn't, pot him down. Turn off the audio. Turn off the audio. Turn it off. Nope. Turn it down. Nope. Sorry. Let me put him. Just turn it down. Put him in queue. Or he left his phone behind. Okay. All right. Well, I just don't want to hear that. Last Optimus says Booker's production was down with the broken nose and the mask last year. I'd be impressed if Embiid's productivity continues to stay high. Well, we're finding out right now. Give me an update on how Mr. Embiid is doing if you've got a box score in front of you. I know that the Sixers are up on the Heat right off the bat in the first with about 4 or so minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, they're up 16-8, and Joel Embiid in particular, 1 for 3 from the field, but he's got 4 points because he's been to the free throw line.
And more impressively, 4 rebounds. So he's doing his job.
Yeah,
at the moment,
what he's doing is stopping Bam Adebayo from doing whatever he wants below the rim. Just having Joel Embiid there, even if he doesn't score the ball as well as he usually does, helps you in that regard.
888-368-1580. Blissful Hayes says Embiid should wear a football helmet. That would actually be awesome. Senior Wake and Bake says, speaking of skinny jeans, big people, stop wearing them. I agree. Chief Skull says, we read that. Hefty Lefty says, skies out, thighs out. That's my rule. Swave Dave says, hey, Jeffrey, would you have a cape to go with your mask? Hell yes. I should have a cape right now. I'm for a cape. I am all about the cape. Why aren't we wearing capes right now? I've always loved the idea of a cape. And then my wife was watching that Marvelous Maisel comedian gal show, and that her dad had a cape. And I'm like, oh, that's a cape. Monk's got a cape. And I want a cape. Yes, the capes are awesome. Capes. We should all wear capes. In fact, that should be a cape remote. We all have to wear a cape to go to the remote. I don't care if it's a Superman cape, an opera cape, cool man cape, superhero cape. We should all wear capes. Scrubs and capes. That probably doesn't, but I
think it works better in the imagination, but we've got to try it. I mean, how do we know it doesn't look cool?
Peanut butter and jelly. Somebody had to eat the first one, Somebody had to eat the first one. Boogie says, I have no maximum depth. I can swim everywhere. Oh, brother. Number one Rattlers fan says, well, 6-0, beat team, best team in the league, and our defense is playing lights out. 19-0 and championship number 7 on the way. He's talking about your Arizona Rattlers. They are in action tomorrow night versus the Tucson Sugar Skulls. That is an away game. Our next broadcast game for the Arizona Rattlers, that comes up on Saturday the 14th, as they'll host the Massachusetts Pirates, but as we call them, the Ass Pirates. Well, that's who they're playing when they have a live game. 888-368-1580. Joe the Show says Harden is so damn sorry. Fact that Embiid couldn't wait to rest any longer, had to whip out his big old man card and put on a mask, tells you all you need to know about old James Softon.
I mean, I guess, but part of it too is James Harden has played a lot of basketball where he was the main guy, handling the basketball. He's just not the athlete he used to be. And
how long is this crap that Randy's taking going to take?
I have no idea. I don't hear him in the queue. So
sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, he's just not the athlete that he was. I don't think James Harden even can be the primary scorer on a basketball team anymore. So he's got to be second fiddle. And in the case of this team with Tyrese Maxey emerging, maybe even third.
Mr. Pringle says King Keon is always canceling all the fun.
I don't.
What?
I don't understand.
Big George says
cancel.
Since Randy is calling into the show, does that mean today's special guest, Josh Applebaum, won't be able to be on? He wasn't going to be on anyway. I don't know why. But
he's going to go see his Boston Bruins play hockey tonight.
That's fair. That's a good enough excuse. I'd say that's a good excuse. Oh, dear Lord. Check him out on the timeline. Randy White looks like he's trying to log back on, or that might just be automatic. I swear to God, if that ends up being like a picture of him in the bathroom. Randy is back. And I'm still echoing back to me. There we go. Whatever you're doing, I'm echoing back. Hey, Randy. Well, it's now we've lost Randy.
No, I took him out the timeline.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, no, he forgot to mute his audio, so I got him. Okay, go ahead and bring him back up on the line. I got you, Randy. Okay, go ahead and bring him back in. Hello.
Yes, I've got like 19 Jeffries.
Oh.
I always wanted to do this.
Hey, Randy, remember that we had that problem the other day? I think you need to check your board there. You have the
I'm just going to pod that down.
Zoom thing up. Yeah, it's a Zoom problem. Or now he's gone. Okay, go ahead and take him off the Mixed Minus bridge. He's going to restart his stuff. Go ahead. 888-368-1580. I'm sure we'll get this sorted out during the break. So let's do that. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with any luck. Randy will be with us. You'll be with us. And special guest Ruth Bader Ginsburg will be with us. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Okay, ladies, we all know one of the greatest feelings in the world when you get together with a friend and she says,
"Girl, those pants look amazing on you."
But even though I'm happy dancing inside, I just play it cool and say, thanks, they're Skechers Go Walk Wear pants. And why do I always get compliments on these casual, athletic, stretchy pants? Because whether I'm hanging with friends or working out, nothing beats the fit, comfort, and versatility of Skechers Go Walk Wear. They're made with comfortable GoFlex fabric that has compression and hold, including a double compression waistband. What's that mean? It gives me curves in all the right places and minimizes the spots where I want a little help. And the versatility is incredible. Go Walk Wear pants have 4 pockets, 2 back and 2 side. Plus, they're machine washable and come in extended sizes, so everyone can look great in these pants. Easy care, easy wear, and made to fit every body. That's the Skechers Go Walk Wear line of pants. Find yours at Skechers.com, a Skechers store, and find retailers everywhere.
Public service announcement from Summit Male Medical. Guys often confuse erectile dysfunction with low testosterone. They are 2 different issues with 2 separate treatments. ED is simply a blood flow issue. Low T is a health issue. Symptoms include lack of muscle mass, gaining a few pounds, low energy, irritability, low libido. At Summit Medical, we treat both because we're experts at both. We have been here in the Valley since 2008. We treated tens of thousands of patients, not only from here, but all over the country, coming to us specifically. And compare our pricing with others. We are the low price leaders. And combine that with the most experienced staff in the business for ED and PE treatments, and that is an unbeatable combination. We dare you to compare. Please do. So if you're having intimacy issues, please let us show you how we can help you tomorrow if you call today. 480-398-1000 or go to summitmailmedical.com. It will be the best call you ever make.
What if I told you there's a wealth management firm that offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee? Think it doesn't exist? Think again.
Hi, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. When you start a new relationship with Compact, we'll create your customized investment portfolio and financial plan dedicated to help you reach your goals. Try us out for a year. If you're not happy for any reason, you'll get all of the management and maintenance fee that you paid refunded. This is our 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and use the keyword talk to Mo to find out more. Again, from your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword talk to Mo. Satisfaction guarantee doesn't apply to fees and commissions charged by third parties for such things as insurance products or mutual fund redemptions. It also doesn't apply to any market losses which might occur in an account. For additional information regarding this guarantee, please see the disclosure brochure available at the time you enroll or upon request.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
Download our podcast at 1580thefanatic.com. Don't be that guy. Arizona's new exclusive home for live NFL games and Super Bowl 55. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Welcome back to the Daily Blender for a Friday, man. Like a full moon stuff going on here. But hey, listen, there's a fight this weekend, and you can meet MMA legend Henry Cejudo this Saturday at FanDuel Sportsbook inside the Footprint Center. Stop by between 4:30 and 6:30 p.m. Once you're there, you can enter for a chance to win 2 tickets to UFC 274, which is in Phoenix, and plus some other great prizes, too. And I got to tell you, it's a absolutely beautiful, gorgeous place to spend some time, bet on the sports that's going on. They've got plenty of opportunities for you to do that. It's a wonderful, comfortable atmosphere, and you can enjoy the atmosphere out on the terrace at America's #1 sportsbook. Watch live games on over 40 TVs, including the Phoenix Suns basketball team and the fight that'll be there this weekend. Don't miss your chance to meet Henry Cejudo this Saturday. FanDuel Sportsbook inside the Footprint Center. Remember, no purchase necessary, 21 plus. And present at the FanDuel Sportsbook Footprint Center. Drawings take place on 5/7 at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's this Saturday. At 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Must be present for drawing to claim prize. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/MMA 274. Gambling problem, 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342, Jeffco.
All right. So before we talk about the NBA, well, this is something you'll probably want to bet on. The Kentucky Derby is this weekend. And I thought
it's this weekend?
Yeah, I think it is. Isn't it? I have my odds here in front of me.
All right.
I thought it was this weekend.
All right. Are we going to do our annual stuff where you and I pick a horse?
Yeah, we're all going to pick a horse. In fact, I'm actually going to use as far as I'll use DraftKings and you use FanDuel, and we'll make our bets.
No.
Wait, what? Why not?
I have to use FanDuel.
I said I'll use DraftKings, you use FanDuel, and we'll make our bets.
You got it back.
It doesn't matter. I have both too. I've got FanDuel and DraftKings. You've got FanDuel and DraftKings.
Go ahead.
Keon, who's not a team player, has like Bet MGM or something, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, I've got all three of them.
Well, it's really about you being not a team player, though.
It's like
but I have them. But I have them all. How am I not a team?
Well, it's
player?
not about that now. That's really
Las Vegas.
There's many other ways you're not a team player.
Okay.
We probably not talk about this right now, Keon. All right, so I'm going to put $1 on a horse. That's it. I'm going to put $1 on a horse.
All right. What are the odds? What do we got?
Keon's new here, so we have to explain. Keon, we don't know anything about horse racing.
Oh, me neither.
So we just pick the name we like best. That's pretty much how this works.
Mm-hmm.
So let me give you the list of names, and then we'll pick our horses. Ready?
Okay.
All right.
Mo Donegal, Happy Jack, Epicenter, Summer is Tomorrow.
Oh,
dumb name for a horse.
Oh, I like that.
Smile Happy, Messier, come on. Crown Pride, Charge It, Tiz, T-I-Z, The Bomb. If you're in a Tiz, don't you bomb it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
if you T-I-Z, you D-A, The Bomb.
That's half commitment.
Zandon, the hell's a Zandon? Pioneer of Medina. Oh, now you're just using too many words. Taiba, Taiba. Simplification. Barber Road. White Abario. Cyberknife. Classic Causeway. Tawny Port.
That's a British horse.
Zozos. And Ethereal Road. These are some of the worst names for horses we've heard in a long time, Randy.
It's a bad bunch.
Randy, why did you blur your background? Why is your
Because I look sexy. Hello.
Did your dog leave a big turd back there or something?
I blurred my background because I look sexy.
I'm just kind of curious because it's kind of weird. Well, if you're going to blur your background, I'm blurring my background.
You guys know. Come on. Keon, tell him.
No,
Tell
what?
us.
Randy's a good looking dude.
I look sexy right now.
Yeah, you just look Randy to me. I mean,
What's the difference?
I don't know. I don't see him the same way you do. But we've learned something about Keon, I think, right now. All right, let's see here. Where's my? There
What
it
if
is.
I go?
There we go.
Bam.
Oh, I blurred
What if
mine.
I do that action right there?
People listening in their cars right now could give 2 craps and a half about what we're doing with our Zoom screens right now.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to
undo
I have
everything
to
you've
join
just done.
something at the FanDuel. I don't see the list of
I'm
horses.
sorry, his fake sunglasses that he's trying to read something, and the fake
Yeah.
sunglasses just look like they're blocking.
Hello.
Wait,
Hello,
oh
Keon.
crap! What the hell is this? No, that's not.
Oh, that's the anime
like a-
blush
like a
effect. Oh
flower.
no.
What?
Oh,
Oh, what's going on now?
There we go.
How do I get out of this thing? Oh, geez. Now I look like Joel Embiid. I got the Joel
There it
Embiid
is.
mask
Jeffrey
on.
is Zorro.
How do you turn this off?
Oh man, this is
Hmm.
it's not
Seriously.
great radio that we're doing here
Hold on.
because
There, I got it. Then I got that.
We're talking about Zoom visuals.
Oh, look, there's my dog. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Oh, there we go. I got it. I fixed it. Okay, Randy. All right.
All right.
No, Randy.
You good?
Keep the mustache.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. Horses. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've given you the names of the horses. I think this is one of the worst groups of horse names we've had. Still with the music. Why is the sexy music?
Well, I mean, we're talking about horse racing.
That turns you on, does it?
Doesn't it you?
Is that why you spend so much time in Tijuana?
I've got the mustache for it, my friend.
So I'm thinking, as I look at the list of horses, Zozos is a pretty good name, and Happy Jack is a pretty good name.
Okay.
I don't care for Smile Happy. That annoys me. But Happy Jack sounds fun. So I think I might go Happy Jack. That either Happy Jack or Zozos. How about you, Randy? Who's your horse?
Give me Messier.
Why? Seriously, the soccer player?
Messier. No, he's a hockey player. Messier. Mark Damn Messier.
Oh, I was thinking of the football player, the soccer
Edmonton
player.
Oilers.
The soccer
He
player
played
is
with
messy.
He played with the
that's
great
right.
one, and he went on to the Rangers and won his own damn cup. Mark Damn Messier. Give me
Well,
that one.
You got 8-1 odds there. So if he wins, you ain't going to make a lot of money. But Happy Jack will give me 31 odds. How about you, Keon? Who do you want?
I'm going Cyberknife.
You're such a nerd.
I am. It reminds me of the hacker movies from the 90s where none of the hacking was realistic and it was just a
Cyberknife.
just a
Really?
bunch of I mean that sounds like every movie I grew up watching.
So are we putting win, place, or show type bets? Or are we just going to win, dollar to win?
I don't know. I have to join something here.
Okay, we'll join it. I'm thinking about also
Uh,
putting a little bit, $1 on Zozos, just because I like his name. I might take that one too. All right. So so I need to know the rules here. $1 to win, place, or show, or $1 just to win. I like this, the dollar to win, straight up.
Yeah. I'm going to go dollar to win.
All right. So that's how we're doing it, Randy. $1 to win. So, do what you got to do. 888-368-1580. Hefty Lefty says, I was listening in the car and I'm fully torqued now.
Torqued.
Senior Wake and Bake says, respect my gangsta. That's a good horse name. Though there's nobody named that, Senior Wake and Bake. Chief Skull says, those aren't horse names. Those are names of Big George's next child that he picked out. Good thing Randy's back on air and not missing a beat. He's like Joel Embiid, but without the mask. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ookla says, are you guys going to kill 3 horses like your old co-host did?
No.
We have 0 horse deaths under our watch since then. So no.
Messier will win.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to chase chalk, why didn't you go Zandon? I'm going Zozos.
I'm not chasing chalk. I heard the name Messier.
8-1 odds.
The second great one in the NHL.
I got 30-1 odds on my horse. Keon's got 20-1 odds on his.
What do I have?
8-1.
Well, there you go. There you go. Clearly, I picked a favorite. Clearly, I know nothing about this horse racing. You know that, Jeff Creek.
Yeah, Zandon is probably the top pick.
Well, I didn't even know there was a Zandon in there, other than you read it.
I read it off there. Yeah.
I can't seem to get to the list of the starting lineup, so I will continue to research this, and I'll put my money on Messier.
All right, go Messier. George says, I'm taking Smile Happy in the Kentucky Derby. Well, that's an annoying name, though. Smile Happy.
Why, George?
Just
why?
Feels weird. Can't do it. Ethereal Road, though. That's what I thought you were going to take, Keon. I thought you'd go with Ethereal Road.
It was close. It was close.
Sounded like a Keon pick right there, to be honest. So
Ethereal Road was close. I like Cyber Night.
Hefty Lefty says Happy Jack would be an Arizona connection because of the town up north. Or it sounds like a non-mentally challenged brother of Simple Jack. You know, it's funny. I thought the same thing. I had the same Tropic Thunder thought process, and I saw Ben Stiller in my mind when I saw Happy Jack. Blissful A says, Randy, to remedy the connection issues, how about doing your show from the studio like other hosts?
I'll be there Monday.
You mind your own damn business, Blissful Hayes.
I'll be there Monday, Blissful Hayes. Thank you.
Why? If you get your internet fixed, you don't gotta.
I'll be there Monday.
Gas prices, forget it. I ain't going. I'm staying here.
All right.
I do what I want.
I can't even blame you.
Mr. Pringle says, do your internets work okay when you're online gambling?
Yes.
Well, that's on.
And by the way,
you have phones to back that up.
To go back to Blissful Hayes, I'm buying a donkey, and I will start out on Sunday, and I will ride the donkey to the studios in Scottsdale from my house in the West Valley.
Why do people care where we do the show? Why do you care where we are?
Well, I think they miss us. Come on,
we're here.
Nah, they miss us. And when one of us goes out, it's like a death in the family. I mean, come on. They probably all got together. They had the cheesecakes, and the Italian families brought the lasagnas, and everybody else brought their cultural foods, and everybody got together and had a big kumbaya meeting. And all of a sudden, bam, there he is back on the radio.
I think it's kumbaya.
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay. Buenos tardes, amigos, says Good Cat. Buenos tardes, senor. Rye Guy says, for the first bender, I'm bringing my famous linguine and magic marinara. Fungus Among Us will bring ear-to-ear grins for all the fourth dimension, baby.
I like mushrooms.
He says, relax, just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. Kiss the Cook says, I thought the saying was suns out, buns out. Just to make sure to butter your buns, everybody.
It has nothing to do with the Phoenix Suns. We're talking sports here.
Well, that's actually the next thing on the list to talk about is the Phoenix Suns tonight.
See? Yeah.
But I'm still trying to get caught up here. Hefty Lefty says, yeah, no. Ookla says, Radio Pal, Randy wasn't there, and that hurts. Lacrosse Guy says, Jim Rome never left the studio, even during the height of COVID. Are you out of your mind? He did the show from his house, so he still does. What do you think he is? Where do you think that studio is you see on CBS if you're watching on the Direct TV? That is his house. That is in his house.
There are so many national hosts still doing their shows from home. What on earth are you talking about?
Give me a break. Boogie says, can we get a picture of Randy with his mustache riding the donkey? Maybe make that into a poster.
You know what, Boogie? You might as well sign off for the day. Sign off.
Big George says, I have a feeling that Smile Happy is going to win the race by a grin.
No.
You know what? Go stand in the corner for about 5 minutes, George. Go stand in the corner because that was so bad.
Also,
that was bad.
Little update going on here. 76ers leading the Heat 30-17 with 9 to go in the second quarter.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is crazy.
Also, James Harden, now that he gets to be the second best guy on the team, woke up. Just saying.
Huh.
That's going to piss people off. That right there is going to piss people. It's worse than if you just kept being bad at it. And they're going to be like, where was this before? Moist One says, I'll take Happy Jack. I long for the days of a Happy Jack. It's not what you think it means, Moist One.
No.
Watermelon says, Jim is annoying.
Jim is also rich and in the damn Radio Hall of Fame.
So speak for yourself. I like him.
Lacrosse guy says, it's true. No, it's not true. You don't know what you're talking about. that's okay. I'm not going to fight with you people.
Yeah.
Good
You know,
Cat
you know.
says, wait, are we doing Blender Bender? If so, I'll bring my insatiable thirst for whiskey and rye.
What?
Yes, eventually we will have the Blender Bender. Boogie says, I'm going to go to the west side with a bottle of scotch and just sit on Randy's lawn and drink till he stops yelling at me.
Well, I mean, it's on you, Boogie. You started by drawing all the attention your way with your text about you and what your mom and all this. You know, nobody cares, Boogie, until you're asked. Pay attention, and your turn comes up, then you go for it.
Blissful Hayes says, I don't care where you do the show, but the show's had connection issues for 2 years while you've done it remotely. I love the show. I'm just trying to help. Peace.
Does anybody here look like the CEO of Cox Communication or what?
Yeah.
I want to put a pie in that person's face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Distracted driving kills in Arizona. Life is more important than your phone's beep. Stop the distracted driving, Arizona, please. Sponsored by the Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, aired in cooperation with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Market Wrap host Mo Ansari on creating a well-balanced portfolio.
Are you just chasing this hot stock and that hot stock? Or do you have a plan? Do you have a balanced portfolio where you have a little bit in healthcare, a little bit in technology, a little bit maybe in energy even? How much do you have in the subsectors like communication services and technology? And then you look at all the stocks within those areas and say, okay, this is the one I like and this is the one that I don't like. But you have to have that balance. And then finding the right balance depending on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're looking for income in your portfolio, maybe you want more dividend paying stocks. Or I've got 20 years, I want growth.
If you need help creating a well-balanced portfolio, call pound 250 and say, talk to Mo, or go to compact.com and click on the Get Started button. Again, from your cell phone, call pound 250 and say, talk to Mo, or visit compact.com and click on the Get Started button.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
Will Shakespeare here. Back in my day, I invented over 1,700 slang words like swagger, bedazzled, and my personal favorite, besmirch. But even I have trouble understanding slang words like yeet or bougie or
this is fire.
Actually, it is extremely smooth Shakespeare vodka.
Okay, boomer.
See what I mean? But there is one word that describes the pure quadruple distilled spirit crafted from an 8th century Polish recipe the first time you try it.
So lit.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Shakespeare vodka. So lit.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
everybody. It's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White, who's back from the great beyond of the internet. You got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And I found out what your problems is, Randy.
Okay.
With the internet. This right here, I don't know, see if I get this on the video screen, but
all right.
That's a shark chewing through
Okay.
internet lines. That's what that
okay.
is. And
Okay.
there has actually been a pretty big problem. Sharks chewing through global internet lines.
So that must be at Lake Pleasant? You got that picture there?
Yeah, there's a lot of sharks in Lake Pleasant. You got to be careful. Well, no, I'm just saying that things that happen in the Atlantic or in the Pacific, they affect us here as well. So you could be suffering from shark interruption.
Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, just one more excuse that Cox Communication can use, I guess.
Two things in this world I hate: snakes, sharks. That's two.
You've had any run-ins with sharks?
No.
Have you had?
Snakes,
Yeah. How many snakes have you had run-ins?
A handful. I mean, I've lived here my entire life, so I've run up on some rattlesnakes and some. You can't tell just glancing. You can't tell between a king snake and a rattlesnake.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can.
It's difficult.
Well, I can tell. One of them has a rattle.
You're
Don't
smarty
think the
pants,
king
aren't you?
snake has a rattle.
You're smarty pants, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying I've blown
you just think
away.
you could just walk up on a snake and just be calm and cool. Oh, that's a king snake.
I got news for you. I used to have a house way closer to the Superstition Mountains than you should have. And I have disposed of a few rattlesnakes in my time, and I don't want to, but it's between that snake and my dogs. The snake's going to lose. And I have jumped up. I've killed a snake with a shovel. I've killed a snake with a big rock. I've also blown away a snake from just sitting there in a chair and shot it from the window, Clint Eastwood style.
Okay.
And you do what you got to do to protect your self and your animals.
I never questioned, your integrity and protecting your family and your dogs and that sort of thing. I'm just saying, you're real smarty pants, aren't you?
Well, I
you
can tell
think
a
you
rattlesnake.
You just walk right up on a damn king snake and just identify it as a king snake.
Well, here's the thing: rattlesnake goes.
It wasn't my fault, Jeffrey. I didn't mean to defecate myself right there. There was a snake in the damn pathway. All I saw was a snake, and I thought it was a rattlesnake.
It's easy
Why'd
to
you
tell
have
the
to bring it up
difference
on the damn radio.
because you go. That's a rattlesnake. King snake has a little scepter and that little fuzzy hat. You should have known right away by the scepter and the fuzzy hat it was a king snake.
Can we move on?
The snake didn't go. It went, oh my. And you should know better.
Can we move on?
Yeah, we should probably move on. 888-368-1580. Moist One says, does anyone here look like the CEO of Cox? He says. Yeah, that's not how you spell it, Moist One. Boogie says Pat Esser is actually the CEO of Cox. So maybe we should all send an email to pat.esser@cox.com. That's pat.esser@cox.com.
Should be Pat SOB.
I imagine that's not the first time he's heard that. Fubar 1000 says, hello, Blender Boys. Just saying hi. Also want to say, I think Matt Ryan to the Colts is a good move for both. Also, I think the Diamondbacks are finally coming alive. Your thoughts, Grandmaster Randy, and go ASU.
Well, I mean, I think the Snakes are playing above their level right now. They're doing really well. Everybody should enjoy this. Sort of like a wave, when you're in San Diego or you're in, one of the Great Lakes and a wave comes along and you kind of ride that wave for a while. Stop it. Stop it. I'll turn my damn internet off. Stop.
Well, Pat Esser will handle that for you momentarily.
No, he's done a great job of that, hasn't he?
Yeah. Ride the wave. Be happy. You're right, Randy. We've been saying that for quite some time. Take each game as its own story. Hope for the best. Temper your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a beer, have a dog, and enjoy. It's just it's
exactly.
baseball.
Diamondbacks are not going to win the World Series this year, but we can have some fun enjoying the games and getting the family out to the ballpark. It's a great experience. I love it out there.
Rye Guy says, did I come up with the daily bender or did I subconsciously steal it? No, I don't know if we've ever had a blender bender come up as an idea, probably because it would be slightly irresponsible of us to have a remote broadcast and call it the blender bender and then be like, well, show's over. Have a nice drive home, everybody. That's probably not a good idea.
And as much as we care about you, you got to call your own Uber. And, can we trust folks to do that?
You know, what'd be interesting is what we do. How do you get them to the remote if they're all going to Uber home? People are driving down by this bar. It's a full parking lot of cars, like 100 cars. Are those people still in there? That place closes at 1 a.m. Why are all those cars over there? Then they got to Uber back and get their car. So, hey, a couple of beers at a nice time. Okay. A bender probably shouldn't do that unless it's a sleepover or something.
Yeah.
And then that's weird. Because then Moist One, sorry, you can't come out.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. We can't allow Moist One at a sleepover if we have a blender bender sleepover. Yeah, there's a lot of things that got to be thought through, right, guys?
It's got to have the logistics all worked out. Have to.
Hefty Lefty says we could have a blender gender bender. No need for drunk driving. Yeah, no,
those are personal decisions.
Why do we have to go there?
I don't know. Just because. I mean, I don't care. Sure.
Why?
Why does my voice go up every time I get uncomfortable with?
Right. Not sure.
Yeah, it's really. I don't know. It's okay. Rattlesnakes will bite.
Think, Rich Eisen calls it the higher register. You just
really, yeah. Still getting used to it. Now, listen, I respect everybody's life choices. Whatever you want to do, it's America. And the people who are against people exploring their life choices are the ones who are screaming America the loudest. Let people be what they want to be. But if I haven't figured out what that is, don't get mad if I don't use the right pronoun or adjective or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll all get there eventually. It's just everybody needs to be reasonable. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. That and Moist One's not allowed at the sleepover. Those two things, it's all I'm asking.
I think these are fair things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Fubar 1000 says, I'm thinking somewhere around 80 wins for this season now, Randy.
Nah, come on. Easy now. Hey, let's think about this long term. Remember, we've got to go from May the 6th all the way through September into October. Keep that in mind. Long season, long thoughts.
I just want to point out, and this might be an excuse to make fun of the Mets. Who knows? The Mets were the best team in baseball last year for like 40 games. How did that go for the Mets?
Mm-hmm.
How did it go for the Mets?
So
yeah,
just pump the brakes.
Enjoy the moment. Now, if we're still enjoying the moment around playoff time, now we and we got something going here.
As a rule of thumb, and Jeffrey knows this, I am enjoy the first part of the season. Around the All-Star break, start looking. That's when the Atlanta Braves started to turn it on last year. Mm-hmm. They were a 75-win team, and they ended up going to the playoffs. And look what they did. Yeah, so you just don't know until you get past the All-Star break and you see these teams kind of get together.
And also realize that even then, after the All-Star break, a slump can come. Or somebody can step up and start, in fuego. So you just still, you say All-Star break, and maybe you have a basic idea. I say closer to the playoffs before you even get too comfortable with the idea.
Teams historically at the All-Star break know about where they're at. They know what kind of team they have. They're taking May and June to figure out what kind of team is this? Do we hit home runs like the Brewers? Do we have great, pitching? What do we need to add? Then at the All-Star break, before the deadline, they figure out what they need to give up to help this team get over the hump. Remember, listen, I've seen teams in my lifetime lose it in September. Teams that have been stout all season long, and they lose it in September, and they are wiped out of the playoffs. It's way too early to tell.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted. My dog is acting shady right now. You ever have a dog that moves this furniture? This dog moves furniture.
No, I've never.
Like
had
he redecorates every now. Like he has his plush dog bed, and then now he's moving it. He's like dragging it someplace. Now he's dragging.
He doesn't like the view.
He's very intent on moving this. That's a very heavy piece of furniture. This dog needs a job. Sorry.
Hold on. He is willing to work. So I mean,
you can move it, but don't chew holes in it.
Just get him his resume together, his puppy resume, and see if we can find a
Jeffrey and dog moving. There we go.
Here's what he's good at: chasing birds away, which is great because we have these bird feeders, so Nana can enjoy seeing all the birds because she loves her some birds. And
unfortunately,
next thing you know, here comes Buddy scaring off all the birds, and so now Buddy is confused because his giant bed is stuck between the gate and the wall. He got up, walked over, sat down. Now he's looking at it like a human would be like,
Do I need to turn it on its side? Is it when you have like one of those L-shaped?
See, this is the kind of
couches or something.
He's going to kill me someday. This is the kind of stuff he'll do this in the middle of the night. Here comes half awake me to do what I got to do at 3 a.m. and pump. Then dead Jeffrey lying there. Although it's a dog bed, so it'll probably break my fall, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, don't chew holes in it. Don't chew holes in it. Sorry, where were we? 888-368-1580. As Senior Wake and Bake says, this is America. If Randy wants to dig a hole and report from there, so be it. And hey, Boogie, why don't you dig a hole and jump in it? You suck so much, like the dirt will fall back on top of you.
Oh boy, why are you picking on Boogie?
Yeah, Senior Wake and Bake. What did Boogie ever do to you?
Yeah, what did he do to you?
We like Boogie. He's our friend.
Yeah. He's our friend and our comrade.
Yeah, come on, man, take it easy. Randy's chuckle says, "Now I understand why you have to wear pants at work: scaredy pants, smarty pants, and Janny pants." He called you scaredy pants.
Me? I don't think he called me scaredy pants.
Big George says, Randy, remain positive. Diamondbacks could go to the World Series. Anything is possible when you're a 500 team.
Oh my God, George.
Wow.
George.
Stop.
This is because here's the thing.
Oh my God.
If for some reason the Diamondbacks go on like a 7-8 game skid, Big George will be the first person in line calling for Lovello's head.
Fire the concession guy.
Yeah.
By the way, I guess the Heat realized, oh yeah, we're the Heat, and they've made quite a bit of a comeback, and now it's within 5 points. Last time I looked. So, how is Embiid's face? I know he's got 5 rebounds now, but
sore.
Is he still out there?
He's still out there. He took some time on the bench. He got bonked in the head at the beginning of the second quarter, shot his free throws, and then took some time out. But he's back out on the floor again. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's Embiid watch because I'm worried about the dude just like you are.
Heavy Metal Maniac. Oh, we lost Randy. Go ahead and kill him on the mixed minus bridge. And it was funny. Look at his camera. He just looks like just
frozen,
furious.
Frozen in time.
Yes, he froze in the furious face. You know what we should do? We should just do all these shows from the studio. I just had that idea just now.
Yeah, no one else came up with this before. I just think, doing it from the studio, you don't even have to worry about internet connection.
Except for I'm not gonna.
I don't blame you. Gas is really, really expensive. I don't feel as bad because I live closer.
If we had a third unit, well, that'd go to Bruce Jacobs. You still couldn't do it. 888-368-1580. Let's see. Watermelon says, if we're doing a bender, how many days are we talking? Like, how many? 1, 2, 3 days? That I don't know. You could do the daily blender bender. You could do the blender bender at a hotel. Like we check into like some resort type hotel for the entire weekend, and we'll never be invited back. But we could have the blender bender at some place where nobody has to leave. Yeah, and then to leave, everybody has to promise to be sobered up by the next day.
I think that makes sense. It's fair. It works out logistically. And then, of course, you don't even have to have the sleepover problem because everybody have their own hotel room. So you don't have to worry about the Moist one. He'd have his own place to go.
Moist one says, I got plenty of seats in my van. I could shuttle people home. There are no windows in that van, and if anybody gets in that van, we might never see them again.
So that's a negatory.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and stick with the hotel idea. Ukla the Mock says, "Can we have a sleepover at your house, Radio Pal?" No. The answer continues to be no. Good Cat says a blender bender may lead to a lot of blender fender benders. That's why we want to do a blender bender at a hotel where nobody comes or goes and has any fender benders. Blissful A says a gender blender would make an excellent texture name. Gender blender, yeah, that's not bad. Chief Skull says why do teams? Okay, I'm not going to read that. He says, he says, what I want to know is why does Boogie remind me of Nacho Libre? That I'll read. Wow, that's not bad.
I don't know Boogie well enough.
Boogie should have Nacho Libre as his profile pic. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. Rye Guy says, which is what you do. You Uber there and you Uber back, Jeffrey. These are grown adults. They're not your responsibility, okay? If anybody on the fourth dimension still can't figure out how to not drink and drive, then out you go. Rye Guy, he's fired up going, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. As a fellow Irishman, we all have these moments where we go on those sorts of tears, but today is Rye Guy's day. And you know what? You're right. But as much as it's not my responsibility to act and think and be a grown-up for people, I also want to set them up for success because I never, ever want anything that this show does to have a negative effect, which is why we didn't do, any remotes from the start of COVID up until just recently. I just wanted to make sure that everybody had a recipe for success because I want these to always be fun and positive things, This is also why Moist One's not invited. 888-368-1580. And Just a Tip says, did Randy say he bought cornbread for his commuting needs? Yeah, the donkey. But hopefully he doesn't have to use that. Kiss the Cook says, I'm all in for the blender gender party, but I'm wearing my kilt because that's a man skirt. Kiss the Cook's in a weird tear today, isn't he?
We've got a few texters going that are
Moist One and Kiss the Cook should party. Reaper says, have a great weekend, guys. Big George says, even though the Diamondbacks are at 500, I still think Lavello and Hazen should be fired, but I'll always cheer for my team up or down. I keep wondering if they're your team, George. I keep wondering that. Scratch Me Because says the Diamondbacks can go to the World Series. I mean, these guys can clearly afford the tickets. Hefty Lefty says, okay, everything is moving. We could do the blender bender at Copper Springs. They probably wouldn't let us leave, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the last place we should do it. Balls of Fury says, sleepover. I'll bring the big bag of popcorn from Harkins. All right. Well, yeah. I'm not going to say no to popcorn. Moistman says, Randy would let me sleep over. No, he wouldn't.
I don't think so either.
And
not to speak for the man, but I really don't think so.
Fubar 1000 says, oh yeah, UCLA and the dog at Jeffrey's house. That'll work. Ukla, he says, no. Let's see. Good Cat Jr. says, what's up, guys? What's up, Good Cat Jr.?
What's up?
How are you? Now that we know the child is listening. Oh, how old is Good Cat Jr.? Because he might not be a child. Is this that 10-year-old or is this like a 32-year-old? I mean, future jokes may depend on this information. Let's take a break. We come back. Let's finally do it. We've been sitting here messing around on a Friday kind of show. I want to talk about the Phoenix Suns. And tonight, it's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now, you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
NBA basketball coming up on Saturday. The Bucks and Celtics will play in Milwaukee. Milwaukee a 2-point favorite, over under at 213. And the Grizzlies and Warriors will play in San Francisco. Golden State a 7-point favorite, over under at 225.5. Also on Saturday, the NHL playoffs continue. The Florida Panthers a -200 favorite against the Washington Capitals. The Colorado Avalanche a -230 favorite against the Nashville Predators. The Rangers a -125 favorite against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Calgary paying out at -160 as they play in Dallas against the Stars. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic.
Your home has gone way up in value, but have you taken advantage of it? This is Rob Canyer with a phenomenal opportunity to tap into some of your home equity, earning tax-free income and eliminating your mortgage payment while staying in your home as long as you want. With home prices leveling off, don't wait to learn more about the new reverse mortgage. This is a safe and proven money-saving and tax-free income opportunity for homeowners age 62 and older. Call me, Reverse Rob, and learn more today at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Are you a planner? Do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harmon Solar, right? Bruce Jacobs here. It should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer, up to 85% on your monthly bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, women-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
I represent low-cost airlines, and we know a lot of you are not traveling right now, and we understand. However, if you do need to travel between now and the end of the year, now is a great time to lock in some of the lowest prices we've seen in a lifetime. Hey, in normal times, we can save you up to 75%, but now airlines are practically giving away seats. We have inside deals on over 500 airlines. Here are a few sample round-trip deals we found. Seattle to Vegas, $35. Chicago to Atlanta, $85. Los Angeles to Atlanta, $100. Of course, there are some limitations, but the airlines want your business right now. And cancellation and change fees are flexible. So fly somewhere this year, book now, save a ton, call right now.
802-341-4535. 802-341-4535. 802-341-4535. That's 802-341-4535.
Are you a planner? Do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harmon Solar, right? Bruce Jacobs here. It should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer, up to 85% on your monthly bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, women-owned, local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
The Rams were built to win the Super Bowl.
The Los Angeles Rams have won Super Bowl 56. But if you think that brought the end of the NFL season, you'd better think again. The NFL is a year-round beast, and we keep you in the know. Free agency, trades, retirements, hirings, firings, holdouts, injuries, training camps, and a whole lot more. Football is always in season here. We are 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Your home for football.
Welcome back to the Daily Blender on 1580 99.3 The Fanatic. Remember, Saturday night, Henry Cejudo is going to be at the FanDuel Sportsbook inside the Footprint Center in downtown Phoenix, and you can meet him, take a picture with him, get an autograph, say hi, and find out about the legend himself, Henry Cejudo. Stop by between 4:30 and 6:30 p.m. And once you're there, enter for a chance to win 2 tickets to UFC 274, which is at the Footprint Arena that night. Plus, they've got other great prizes for you. And by the way, I can't think of a nicer time of the year to have the UFC here. And for you and your loved one, or your friends, your buddies, or the gals, to join each other outside at the outdoor terrace at America's #1 sportsbook and watch the live games. Over 40 TVs are there, including the Phoenix Suns basketball game, which won't be on Saturday night because we're going to win tonight. And that's all I have to say. Plus the fight, that'll be on the TVs as well. Don't miss your chance to meet Henry Cejudo this Saturday at FanDuel Sportsbook inside the Footprint Center. Remember, you got to be 21 or older, present at FanDuel Sportsbook Footprint Center. Drawing takes place this Saturday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Plus, you must be present for drawing to claim prize. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/MMA274. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342, Jeffco.
Thank you, Randy. Swave Dave says, wow, got home, dogs fed, drinking the beer already. How about a shot, guys? Give Swave Dave a shot, would you there, Keon? 888-368-1580. Boy, this whole conversation about the Diamondbacks has really sparked a few people here. Heavy Metal Maniac says, I am clearly a Diamondbacks fan. Ice cold bip. Called Phoenix Suns. I'm not sure what that all means, what he said, but I believe him. Hefty Lefty says Braves won because they have that fancy new stadium. That's what the team owners are going to tell you. They
Of
don't
course
have
it is. Yeah.
You got to have a shiny new stadium or you just can't win.
Yeah.
Ookla says, it's not like I'd kill your dog, Radio Pal, like you did mine. First off, I did not kill your dog. And second, there's no second. Shut up. Balls of Fury says, go Suns. And that's an interesting looking logo. That's kind of cool looking. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's cool looking. Heavy Metal Maniac says, yeah, that was supposed to say, go Phoenix Suns. Oh, okay. Reaper says, you guys think the Suns can take game 3? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why wouldn't we think that based on the 2 games that happened?
Listen, I think it's widely accepted that the Mavericks, if they're going to steal a game, it's going to be one of these next 2. Could they steal this game? Sure. Is it likely? Doubt it. And that's the thing. I have to doubt each one of them. I doubt they're going to steal this game or win this game. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm really feeling sweep. And I know that just makes me sound like an insufferable Suns homer, but I'm not the only one who's seeing it this way. Unless they figure out how, to not let Luka play hero ball. Sure, it's nice when you get 40 points, 45 points, but when the rest of the team can't do jack, you lose the game. And you think they'd have figured that out by now. And you saw no adjustments by wife beater Coach Kidd. So I don't see it.
I don't know how you tell a guy who's been playing one way the entire year to completely change how he's been playing. I mean, this is something that Luke is going to have to grow through and learn. And yeah, Jason Kidd is responsible for teaching him that. But the guy is actually handling the ball more now than he did last series, and then he did in the entire season. Statistically, his usage rate has gone up, which is the amount of time in the game that he literally has the ball in his hands. That's not good, and I don't think it's good for the other guys, your Reggie Bullocks, Jalen Brunson, those dudes, to be ready when they haven't touched the ball all game. All of a sudden, it's hey, take it and shoot. I'm cold. I haven't been shooting this entire game, and now you're giving me the ball and telling me to shoot. You've been dribbling this whole time. So I think that's part of it too. There's just no balance.
Yeah. The Reaper says, I say that because sometimes teams like to push it to 5 so they can win at home. Randy, do you really see Coach Monty or Chris Paul saying, hey, let's just lose this game so we can go win this at home?
No way. No. This
Zero.
team is a team. They're a unit. They have a mission. They will walk in. They will try to complete that mission. And they're not going to play games and try to win this at home for their egos. They have a job in front of them. It's as somebody said last night. It's the payback tour. So if they have the opportunity to put their hands around the Dallas Mavericks neck and choke them out, that's what they're going to do.
Do you think these guys give a damn about a conference semifinals? You're just coming off of a finals appearance. The goal is to get back there.
Right.
Home or away in the semifinals, you flatten all the people in front of you. You give yourself a better chance of being more well-rested when you get to the finals, if you get there.
Well, the over-under is 218. When you guessed the over on the last one, Randy, you were right. What are you going to guess on this one? Over-under on the 218.
I'm going to take under on the 218 on this one. I think Dallas is going to play like a team that's desperate. I foresee them trying to do some things to stop the scoring of the Phoenix Suns. I'll take the under this time.
How about you, Keon?
I'm going to take the over again. I think the Suns are going to score a lot of points, and so is Luka. But Luka defensively, Devin Booker actually said it better himself yesterday. He said Luka is a tough matchup to guard, but we're going to make him defend too. Luka can't defend. He's a bad defender. He's been a bad defender since the day he got in the league. The thing that makes him great is that he can score so many points, it almost doesn't matter. But in this series, with Chris Paul playing the way that he is, with Devin Booker playing the way that he is, and DeAndre Ayton playing the way that he is, there isn't enough points to save the Dallas Mavericks. And with Luka just being a target, because they are just going right at him, I don't know what you do. And there are other guys on this team, by the way, that the Suns have chosen to pick on that can score the ball really well.
Trying to figure out why the spread is 1. I don't.
It was a straight pick 'em yesterday, so I'm actually surprised the line moved.
Yeah, I'm going to say, that's.
I think they're giving a lot of home court in favor.
That's what I'm
Dallas.
saying. Is like,
Yeah.
well, they're thinking that the Mavericks might come out and go crazy, but I can't. I'm not worried about the spread on this one. 888-368-1580. And Blissful A says the NBA is rigged, so the Mavericks will win tonight at home. Or you could say the NBA is rigged, so the Mavericks will win on the next game at home. Next game is on Sunday, right? Yeah, that's
I believe so.
Pringle says, shouldn't there be an asterisk next to this Suns Mavs series since the Mavericks' best player is a white guy?
Yeah.
What on earth does that have to do with anything?
What?
Listen,
here we go.
Luka Doncic is a young guy that has been playing professional basketball since literally he was 15 years old. He is more experienced than most NBA players going into their third and fourth season.
He's not American.
I don't know what to tell you. Like if you're he is doing things at his age. We're seeing him score in clips we haven't seen people do since Jordan. So I don't know what to tell you. What exception we're going to make for that? I would say if you're going to make some exception or add some asterisk, it's the rest of the guys on this team. There's like no stars outside of Luka.
Fubar 1000 says, is it a man card violation to have a beer in both hands and drink them at the same time as long as you're not driving? No, why would that be a man card violation? Double fist and beers? That's that's very Irish, actually.
Yeah, where I come from, that's a double whammy.
Yeah, enjoy it. Because I've done it where you get yourself a beer, right? And you put it down, and then you're like, ooh, I need a beer. You get another beer, you come back, you're like, oh, I already have a beer. Now I got 2 beers. Woo! And you just drink both beers. No, there's no man card violation there. Chief Skull says, did the blender bender morph into the gender bender? Because if so, count me out, because I've got some strict pronouns over here. A blender bender could turn into a gender bender, but that's a side thing and only for people who want to. Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, just want to share with Glitter Nation. I'm pretty sure he means Blender Nation, or he's a Gary Glitter fan, and in which case I'm going to block him. I'm pretty sure he means Blender Nation.
I think so too.
He says, Boomer Sooner girls softball about ready to, I don't care. Do I have to read the whole thing? Okay. Girls softball about ready to wrap up their 10th Big 12 championship in a row. Currently 5-0. Oklahoma over Oklahoma State. Boomer Sooner out. I got to start pre-reading his stuff. Hefty Lefty says the Mavs are only in the second round because they played the first team in the West that they matched up against well with. They would have lost to every other team in that first round. The Suns are the best team in the league all year, so I'm not taking anything away from them, but the Mavs are probably the biggest frauds in the Western playoffs.
I would agree with that.
They're a regular season team. That's what they're built for. The Mavs are always going to look good in the regular season, and Luka's always going to be in that MVP talk consideration because of how he plays in the regular season. That act does not work in the playoffs. We've seen it so many times, and it's failing again.
Ooh, Aiton's Army, also another good idea. He says, maybe we can bring in Dean Blandino for the Tender Blender. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It starts as the Blender Bender, and then there's going to be breakout rooms. It's going to be like, you have the Tender Blender, you got the Gender Blender, you got the Fender Bender Blender, where we talk about cars. Yes, we're going to have to, it's like a big old convention is what this is going to be. This is shaping up to be something. Fubar 1000 says, watching the Revenge of the Beards. Oh, how I miss the greatest university on earth, my beloved ASU. Hey, Jeffrey, can you give me a go ASU? every time. Go ASU. Moise one says, is it a man card violation to give my buddy a good luck kiss before the Suns game?
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Well, it depends on how you identify.
Are you married to your buddy?
On the cheek or on the mouth? Or what are you thinking here? Like a nibble on the neck, or what are you, maybe a little knee, not knee, but a little ear scrape?
Clearly, I have to clarify again that being manly is nothing to do with sexual preference of being straight or gay or otherwise or whatever other things. It's just if you identify as a guy who's manly, well, then you are with bound by our Manstitution of these United States of America. And that is where the man card violations come from. So yeah, I've said it before. I'll say it again. The most manliest guys I've known have been gay, and some of the least manly guys I've known have been straight. So it doesn't matter about sexual preference or anything like that. It's just if you say you're manly, then these are where the man card violations or accreditations come from. So you want to make out with your mate? Be my guest, Moist One. Just we'll have to have another room for that. Another breakout room, I think. Mr. Pringle says, so King says Mavs and Luka, I think he means Keon. So Keon says Mavs and Luka built slowly for regular season and not playoffs. Sounds like he's comparing. I can't understand what you're even typing here. He says, sounds like he's comparing white boy Luka to Peyton Manning.
No, just that we've seen this happen. I'm comparing him to James Harden, who I've seen in the past. I'm comparing him to Russell Westbrook, who I've seen in the past. With these teams where you've got one star, one primary ball handler, one guy that scores all the points, makes all the decisions, they get to the postseason and there's no counter for those teams when they go up against these squads that are built a little bit deeper. That's what I'm saying.
Senior Wake and Bake wants to know, hey, will there be a smoking section? Yes, it is going to be at the far end of the parking lot, but yes. Hefty Lefty says Blandino will be in the makeout room trying to get handsy. Well, I called them breakout rooms, but you're right. That'd probably be the makeout room. Rye Guy says, is it a man card violation for a mustached man to enjoy a peach popsicle? No.
What is happening? What?
It's a Friday on the blender.
That's true.
Exactly what's happening.
You know what? I forgot it's Friday. I should have known better.
I'm surprised I've gotten this far in my stack. I mean, I've got a whole show sitting here waiting to be done Monday. I don't even have to worry about it. I just wanted to talk about the Phoenix Suns tonight. And, I mean, it'll be a fun game. It'll be a physical game. And, who knows what might happen. There's a very good chance that the Suns will lose one of these two games and come back and win it. But don't be surprised if they sweep. That's all I'm trying to say right now. Right now, the Sixers in the third, up 10 points over the Heat, still giving them all sorts of hell, aren't they? Let's come back and we'll see what's going on with that game and talk about other things yet to come. Big Georgia sports history, yada, yada, yada. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Okay, ladies, we all know one of the greatest feelings in the world when you get together with a friend and she says, "Girl, those pants look amazing on you." But even though I'm happy dancing inside, I just play it cool and say, "Thanks, they're Skechers Go Walk Wear pants." And why do I always get compliments on these casual, athletic, stretchy pants? Because whether I'm hanging with friends or working out, nothing beats the fit, comfort, and versatility of Skechers Go Walk Wear. They're made with comfortable GoFlex fabric that has compression and hold, including a double compression waistband. What's that mean? It gives me curves in all the right places and minimizes the spots where I want a little help. And the versatility is incredible. Go Walk Wear pants have 4 pockets, 2 back and 2 side. Plus, they're machine washable and come in extended sizes, so everyone can look great in these pants. Easy care, easy wear, and made to fit every body. That's the Skechers Go Walk Wear line of pants. Find yours at Skechers.com, a Skechers store, and find retailers everywhere.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940. 623-875-9940. Or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
There's a time to be fearful and a time to be calm. A time to be aggressive and a time to be conservative, especially when it comes to investing. You've heard the phrase, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose.
Hello, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. At Compact, we strive to provide you with the tools and experience it takes to be in the right place at the right time to grow and protect your hard-earned money. Call pound 250 on the cell phone and say, talk to Mo, and let's check your goals together. You'll get a free portfolio review and risk analysis, and we'll focus on your investment strategies. Call pound 250 on your cell phone and say, talk to Mo, or visit us online at compact.com. That's COMPAK.com.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA, SIPC.
Your home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Kiss the Cook says Joel Embiid looks like he's wearing swinger's mask from Eyes Wide Shut. Randy texts in and says, don't come to me, I'm in the bathroom. Oh, yeah, turn off his line there. He's in the bathroom. What? Don't take your phone in there, man. Oh, jeez. Hefty Lefty says, ball-dominant players that are poor defensively always get exposed in the playoffs because the games slow down. You can exploit their deficiency over the course of 7 games. Trae Young exposed. James Harden exposed. Luka exposed. Steve Nash exposed. Okay.
Well, no, because once upon a time, Steph Curry was that guy too. So it's more to it than just that. Because if you have a team, then it doesn't matter because there are ways, first off, that we can hide you defensively, but also the other guys are scoring too at a high enough rate that it's competitive. That's why the Hawks didn't get exposed last year. They went to the conference finals because they had a good team. This year, they were a lot more injured. So it didn't work out. If you look at what Dallas is doing, it's not just that you've got a ball dominant guy who's bad at defense. Look at the second best player on that team. It is Jalen Brunson. With all due respect, isn't a star. And they've actually taken away from Jalen Brunson because he touches the ball way less now than before Luka came back from his injury.
Yeah, and figuring out how to expose somebody is Chris Paul's specialty. In fact, he just sits there and waits for what? Luka to get a little tired. And then he goes right at him. And that is why the fourth quarter becomes crazy. And talk about being exposed. I remember I said when we first started the series, Luka looks a little soft. He does. He's still, I'm not saying he's not a great player. I'm not saying he's not strong. I'm not saying he can't move, but he does look a little soft. And that plays to what? Plays to, how durable and how long you're going to last. So your stamina, when you got a little bit of extra fudge on you there, you know what I mean, is going to and that's what Chris Paul's doing. Just waiting for him to get tired.
Take a look at Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic actually lost, I think it was like 11 pounds in one offseason once because he just said the extra weight, I can't even come close to playing at a high enough level with that extra weight. At some point, Luka's got to figure that out too.
The baby fat got to go, basically. He looks like a little baby fat, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's a little bit there. There's a little bit there.
Blissful Hayes says, Peyton Manning was excellent regular season, not so good playoffs, just like Luka. We got a Super Bowl, so shut up. Moist One says, I think Randy's onto something. I'm going to give a little nibble behind the knees next time. What? Fubar 1000 says, Keon, Fourth Dimension on a Friday. Is that what's called, the blender? All right, go Keon.
Thanks.
Hell, everybody's lost their damn minds today. Dropping the soap says, hey, tell Randy to light a match. And Kiss the Cook says, tell Randy to light a match. Turn the fan on or something. Ukla says, maybe Moist One should play basketball. He can expose things and finally not get arrested for it. Big George says, are Moa Ansari, Dave McKay from Constructors Bonding, and Rob Canyer going to have a breakout session at the Blender Party? Yeah, if they want to. That could be the what rhymes? Blender, money, blend, bonding, blender. All right, we're gonna have to work on that, Big George. We may not be able to invite them. If it doesn't rhyme, I don't know how we'd make sense of it. Senior Wake and Bake says stupidity and idiocy knows no gender or race. Okay.
I think they were trying to agree with what you were saying about however you identify, you can still.
Oh yeah, you can still be a moron.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, nobody's stopping you.
Clearly.
You know what? I got a big old wheel of sports on the way. So why don't we do this? By the way, check on Randy every now and then, because I don't know how long he's going to be in the bathroom, but we should see if he's there every now and then. Let's go ahead and do this right now, though. It's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history.
Back in the year 1972, the California Angels made quick work of the Milwaukee Brewers, beating the visitors at Anaheim Stadium 2-0. Andy Messerschmidt's two-hit masterpiece took only 1 hour and 31 minutes to complete, making the contest the quickest 9-inning game in franchise history. Back to me, Jeffrey.
All right, so, but that's not the fastest game in Major League Baseball history. Do you know what? Have you ever heard of how fast the fastest game was?
I actually don't know.
This really kind of completely destroys anybody's argument that these games need to be 3.5 hours. Okay. The shortest full 9-inning Major League Baseball game was 51 minutes. Wow. 1919, New York Giants, Philadelphia Phillies. Giants won 6-1 behind a complete game by pitcher Jesse Barnes. 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out. It was like watching Bugs Bunny play, I guess.
And that's without a pitch clock. Yeah. So that it's possible to make these changes to where you get the pace of the game at a reasonable rate.
Don't tell me we can't improve the pace of play. Radio Ron says McKee and Canyon are with me and Randy in the owner's tent. Oh, I guess we should have an owner's tent. That's a good point, Radio Ron. He says that's if Randy comes out of the deluxe portage on. Right now, Randy, are you there? I don't know. I don't think we're going to hear from him again today. Nasser Marcus says his name is Luca. He goes up and down the floor. He needs to shed some pounds. He can't eat junk food no more. Yeah, okay. I see what you're doing there, Nasser Marcus. Now we got to get Fish Tank to do the song. You get those lyrics over to Fish Tank, and I bet he'll record it. Aiton's Army says, Kasai could cater the Blender Bender. That would be awesome. Get those guys. Well,
you've been there.
We'd have to have them up on like a stage and tossing shrimp into people. Because if the drunks get too close to the guy with the choppy knives and stuff,
yeah. And if there's some hibachi going on, someone's gonna get burnt.
Yeah. I'm sure they know how to do things safely. But you're right, Aiton's Army. Kasai should cater the Blender. The Blender Bender. It doesn't matter. Apple says, hello. Navy Brad says, somebody needs to check on Randy. But we've tried to check on him. He hasn't been there. Hey, Randy, are you there? Oh, no, I think he's long gone. Blissful Hayes says, don't nobody go in that bathroom for like 35 or 45 minutes. He's quoting Mr. Jones. Fubar 1000 says, I love it. The nerds get the hot blonde. Oh, bringing back memories of nothing. Moist One says, I do play basketball. I could be categorized as 3 and D player if you catch my drift. Nobody catches your drift, Moist One. Nobody catches your drift. All right, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel of sports now. See what we talk about next. This show has just been completely the Friday of Friday shows, hasn't it?
Yeah, but this week has been the Friday of weeks. I mean, we started off in true Blender fashion. So, let's just get to it.
All right, spin that wheel. Let's see what we do. So, the dad from Married with Children, right? Yeah. Al Bundy. And then he was on this other show I've never watched, in Modern Family. And he's he's been on that show for a while, and everybody loves old Ed O'Neill. That's the guy's name who played Al Bundy and whatever he plays in Modern Family. Well, now the word has come out that I guess FX is going to make a limited series, and it's going to be about Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling, and Ed O'Neill will play him. I just want to take a moment, Ed, if you're listening. This is a mistake for your career. You are beloved. Do you really want Donald Sterling's words coming out of your mouth? Seriously.
That is a heel turn. Though sometimes if you go into the story knowing the person is a villain, you can kind of be praised for, okay, you executed that well. We know that's not. I don't want to
hear him say the words.
I
don't want them coming out of his mouth.
You got to be a beloved character, not once, but twice, for just different generations of people. I understand what you're saying.
They got Lawrence Fishburne cast to play Doc Rivers, by the way. Are you gonna talk like this? I mean, Lawrence Fishburne has an awesome voice.
Yeah, it just seems like a waste of his gifts. But
Doc Rivers doesn't say, "Hello, Neo." He doesn't have
Can you imagine
a smooth voice like Lawrence Fishburne
as Morpheus?
Yeah. You gonna take the red pill or you gonna take the blue pill? You're gonna take a pill. You are the one, Neo, because that's what the Oracle told me.
It would be a very different trilogy.
Golly, I hate this idea. And the thing is, I don't know who would play Donald Sterling. You know what I mean? But you just don't want it to be a beloved actor like this. Moist One says Ed O'Neill was incredible in Wayne's World. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was
true.
Dark and funny. I remember that. Anyways, so this is happening. So, gee whiz, I hope they put a lot of prosthetics on him.
You know what I mean? Really just make it not look like Ed O'Neill in any way. Like Christian Bale playing Dick Cheney in that movie Vice. He didn't look anything like him.
You know what they got to do is get Frank Langella. That dude just got canceled anyway, right? He just got fired by Netflix for some unacceptable behavior. You just drive his ass over there and let him play Donald Sterling. You're already toast, okay? So you may as well be that guy. That's my suggestion.
And we're not going to take a guy that is unanimously liked and have him say anything that Donald Sterling ever said, to be honest. I mean, it goes back decades, honestly.
I think Blake Griffin could play himself. He ain't doing anything lately, Anyway, there's nothing going on there.
Yeah, he's not busy.
Spin the wheel. So the USFL is already tinkering with stuff, probably because they know they don't have much time left in existence. But they're saying here that they're going to do now, and I think it's effective immediately, that there'll be a running clock for the first and third quarters. So that clock just runs no matter what. Between the first and second quarter, and then the second quarter acts normal, and then between the third and fourth quarter, and then the fourth quarter acts normal. So that way, strategy wise, there's timeouts, there's all these things you can do. There's, you can work it like a normal game. It's just that first and third quarter, that's going to move quickly. They're saying this will help them keep the games under 3 hours.
Will it? What change? What difference is this change supposed to make? Because the one and only USFL game I actually watched, I was at a bar watching, and they had the replay up on the screen of that first week of USFL football. I watched a team run the ball 9 plays in a row. Was the clock not running? And then they punted at the end.
Did you just say you watched a USFL game?
Yeah, I think I mentioned this at the time that it happened, the day after.
I blocked it out of my memory. I thought you were kidding.
I was not kidding. I was at a bar, and then the Nuggets were playing the Warriors at the time, I think. And so that game was on, but they also had the USFL game on as on a replay on another screen. So during the commercial break of that game, I just bored, watched the USFL game. They were in the bowl 9 times in a row. So the clock was already running. I don't know. They don't throw the ball in this league. I have no idea what that would help. I have no idea what that would help.
We should have had a bet on the over-under on weeks this lasts. Radio Ron, by the way, says the blender bender at Kasai, it wouldn't just be dinner. It'd be dinnertainment.
There you go.
You're not helping. I already get mocked for that ad. Somebody actually on the text line said, how come you're not reading the promo for that thing the same way you do the other thing? And I said, basically, shut up.
It's a golf tournament.
So, yeah, we're going to have to talk about this blender bender idea. I don't think it's going to happen at Kasai. I think Radio Ron might have just joined us. The idea is we got to go find a resort that'll let us have the blender bender there so that we could just have a couple of days of crazy drinking and partying and fun. And then like on Sunday, everybody sobers up and drives home safely. I think that'd be an amazing time.
And then we'd be catered by Kasai.
That's right. The daily blender bender. We could have food come in from Kasai. We could have all sorts of fun. This idea's got some legs, and it all goes back to, I think, a typo by Rye Guy. I think that's exactly what just happened there. Rye Guy says Donald Trump should play Donald Sterling. Yeah, I think you've gone too racist now. You got to be careful. You can't. There's no going back. Hefty Lefty says they need that makeup artist that turned Colin Farrell into the Penguin. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Don't do this to Ed O'Neill, please. Please don't do this. The rest of you, sorry if I didn't get all your texts. It's been that weird kind of crazy day. We'll be back in your radios again on Monday at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Hi, this is Nick LaCapria with the Daily Sports Quiz. What future NBA coach started for the Chicago Bulls in their first 10 season openers? The answers coming up on the Daily Sports Quiz.
Nick LaCapria's Daily Sports Quiz.